was that? Wow. If you were up bright and early yesterday morning, you were rewarded with a classic, an instant classic, and history was made. Team USA winning their first gold medal since 1980, and it happened on the same day that Team USA knocked off the Soviet Union. So there you go. It was an awesome day yesterday. We're here to relive it, recap it with you, and everything else that went on over the weekend, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we are glad you are here. Glad to have Brandon Stokley here. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Doing great, man. Woke up. Wifey woke me up like 5 seconds left to go in the second. And I said, okay, perfect. 1-1. This is great. Perfect place to be in. And obviously watched all the third, and, man, that game should have been 3-1, 4-1. Hella Buick, hella game. I mean, unbelievable. Maybe one of the best
you made that up.
all-time saves ever.
On our guy.
Toes. Got him. I mean, Taves will never forget that one. I mean, he had it. He had it, and dead red. Can't believe that Hellebuck was able to make that save. One of the all-time best saves ever. But there was a couple other opportunities that Canada had that they just couldn't get it in the net. But
McKinnon had a wide-open net.
Yep. I mean, there was opportunities there for them, but USA held on, and what a way to finish it. That was so cool. So cool to be able to win the gold against Canada. Kind of old. They got one thing that they look forward to, and that's hockey. And to lose the women's and the men's in the span of 3 days or whatever it was.
That is a country in mourning. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, Canada.
Whoa, Canada.
Whoa,
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, we went up to Fort Collins on Saturday to see the boy. Went to the CSU game on Saturday. Really good win for CSU hoops, knocking off San Diego State. Rammy's putting together a little late push here. And we're up.
How was the game?
It was a great game. Great game. First time I'd ever been to Moby as a fan. Been there a lot of times covering games, but that was my first time as a fan. What a great place. Great place to watch hoops. Great place to watch hoops. Anyway, had a good time. Had a good dinner afterwards, and Sonny Lubbock's restaurant was awesome. And
what'd you get?
I had a good. Did
you get a big old steak and potato?
Prime rib. Had some prime rib with some oysters.
Oysters.
Had oysters.
What's up with you and oysters?
I know.
That's all you've been talking about.
I've been kind of on an oyster kick lately. Loving me some oysters. Anyway, had some oysters. A little French onion soup. Love the French onion soup there. Anyway, we were up early Sunday. One of the benefits of bringing the dog with us that Lulu wanted to get up early.
Oh.
Had to go out. So that forced us to get going early. So that was good. We were on the road early, back home in time to catch second half of the game.
Nice.
So it was awesome.
So no Cracker Barrel.
No Cracker Barrel. Did not hit the Cracker Barrel.
I was hoping to get a breakdown of the sandwich.
I know.
You should have ordered. I mean, you should have called ahead and just ordered and scooped it up on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh.
No Cracker Barrel.
I got it. One of my great listeners have RamosLaw.com text. Got to help me out here.
Somebody's had it by now, right?
Yeah, the one with the hash brown, the sausage, the egg, the bacon on the McMuffin. So I just been it comes up on probably 6 times a show for us on the TV. So
it kills us every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. And you know, it was fun. It was just, man, the emotions. I mean, if you didn't have some of your awesomeness leak out when they did the team photo on the ice and Johnny Gaudreau's kids were out there with them, you're not human. I mean, that was amazing. I just thought it was cool. Yesterday afternoon, of course, it was a beautiful day, springtime here in Colorado, of course. And
wait till the next 2 days.
We had kids.
It's gonna be summer.
We had kids out there, playing some street hockey. One kid was decked out. You could tell he just got a Team USA jersey, before the game or something. He was wearing one of those, playing street hockey.
Did you go out there and say, "Hey, let me show you how it's done"?
Listen.
Let me show you how it's done. I used to skate back on ice.
Yeah, ice.
Real thick ice.
Played real street hockey. Listen, you guys are playing with one of these tennis balls. You haven't lived until you took one of those just boring plastic orange street hockey balls that have been frozen to a rock-hard status and taking one of those off the thigh. Then you've lived.
Kind of a big deal.
But no, it was great to see, and what a great event. What a great event. On the opposite end of the spectrum, there were the Nuggets, who lose to the Warriors. David Adelman saying that his team just wasn't ready. Wakey wasn't ready for the early 12:30 tip-off.
This game came down to the start of the game. We were not ready to play. This has been a tough weekend for us with the game time, the back-to-back and all that, but that has nothing to do with your approach to the game. And we gave them confidence early. Their energy surpassed ours. They played harder. And then to your point, we had to work so hard to get back into it. They had more energy than we did at the end of the game. That's the bottom line. So your approach to these games has to be different. Wasn't good enough tonight. And this is one of those losses during the season where you're going to look back and really wish we had a different approach to start the game.
Boy, we're starting to hear a lot of those. This might be a loss that we'll look back on the end of the season and wish we had back. And to hear him complain about or hear him to say we got off to the slow start. Hey, look, the other day before they even went out on this road trip, he was talking about how, we got a back-to-back and then we got a ridiculous 12:30, tip-off. He was already talking about it before they even started up the second half of the season. He was complaining about the schedule. Hey, look, you want to play in the big games, you want to play on national television, you're going to get some wonky start times. That's part of the deal of being a championship contender. If you can't handle it, don't be a championship contender. But I thought Adelman almost kind of set them up for a game that was built in to lose.
Well, you had a couple of days off, right?
I know.
You had the back-to-back. You had a couple of days off. You're playing on the road. It's like you're at a hotel. I mean, what's early about 12:30? I mean, I get it. You're usually playing at 7 or 8. You're not playing at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You're playing at 12:30.
Right.
So no excuses, no explanations.
There really is no excuses for it. But I had that game on, had the golf on, and just having a great Sunday after that great win for the USA. But, the Nuggets, they were up 5 with like 7 minutes left, and then you look back up and they were down 7 a couple minutes later. I mean, Golden State just went on a run, but he's right. They just started off so bad. Jokic had a big boy triple-double again. He was great for the most part. So that's a tough loss. At some point, do you want Adelman to just light into his team ever, or just kind of, no, I don't want you to be someone you're not, or do you want him to try to light a fire under?
This team right now is a soft team. They're soft physically, they're soft mentally, and their coach is kind of soft.
Should he call him out and call him soft?
They could use some Michael Malone bristly sandpaper approach right now. They could. I mean, they could use a post game where the coach comes out and says, we're soft, we're playing soft, and we got to look in the mirror. Those type of things. We're soft right now. And if we want to be a championship contender, we can't be coming out and losing games like this. But instead, you got Adelman saying, it's not an excuse, but let me tell you then why it's an excuse. What a crazy schedule, blah, blah, blah.
Coach is tripping.
Anyway. All right, lot to react to. Coming up next, the NFL Combine is off and rolling in Indianapolis. The Broncos continue to get the coaching staff band back together. Is that a good thing? That's next.
Is health the only thing holding the Denver Nuggets back from another title run?
If these guys are healthy, they can make that run. They can take it to OKC and win in 7 if everybody's healthy.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Well, always looking for feedback from Jeff and the guys at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Was curious what men tend to say after they've been successfully treated for erectile dysfunction. And the most common answer is, why did I wait so long? Not surprising. Most men will wait a year or more to do something about it, even though they know something isn't right. Doesn't need to be that way. Erectile dysfunction is a medical condition, and like many medical conditions, can be treated. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic will customize the treatment specifically for what's causing your ED, along with what you want from your sex life moving forward. They have success rates well over 90% and have successfully treated thousands of men over the last decade. The key is to not wait anymore, especially when the first step is to just schedule a simple consult. It costs just $99, includes a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose does not work, your office visit is free. Got 5 locations around Denver to better serve you, including Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, and a new and improved office in Castle Rock. Just call today, 720-440-7900, and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This has been a test of the emergency alert system.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Jackson Hewitt handles your taxes and your stress. Inhale our no surprise price of $149 or less. Exhale, paying more for complicated taxes. You won't. Inhale new tax law knowledge. Exhale, missing out on your biggest refund? Certainly not. Don't miss paying $149 or less. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Your air duct cleaning experts, Ductworks.
So you dust the mantle on Monday, and it's covered again by Tuesday. It's frustrating, right? But don't just look at the mantle. Do me a favor. Remove one of your vents and take a look inside. You see that buildup? That's where the musty smell of dust is coming from. Your home system is just recirculating that dust over and over again until you finally press that reset button on your home's air quality. Mark Schlereth here. You need to call my friends at Ductworks. Ductworks sets the standard for clean air in Colorado. In fact, they are NADCA certified, which means they're insured and you're receiving quality through knowledge. And they don't just blow the air around. They use specialized scraping system to scrub the walls of your air ducts, removing years of grime. Call them today at 303-425-0985 for a free estimate. Commercial or residential, get a fresh start today. Call 303-425-0985 or visit them at Ductworks.com.
303-425-0985.
I am down 60 pounds because of SodaWeightLoss.com. The weight came off a few years ago, and it came off naturally. And I got to tell you, having my own nutritionist, someone who was always available via text, made all the difference. It's real support from a real person. That's what keeps you consistent with SodaWeightLoss.com. Soda is the #1 weight loss company in America for client satisfaction and results. Clients look and feel 10 years younger, just like I do. I move easier, I sleep better, I got my confidence back, baby, and all thanks to SodaWeightLoss.com. And here's the best part. Join now and your partner joins for free. You start together, you support each other, and you both get younger, feeling healthier versions of yourselves. Call them up, 1-866-800-SODA. That's 1-866-800-SODA. Join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Go to SodaWeightLoss.com. That's SOTA, weightloss.com. Soda Weight Loss is, say it with me, it's got to be state-of-the-art.
I'm Drew Carney, anchor with 9 News Mornings. I'm new to Colorado, but not new to the early wake-up call. I'm excited to share my 20-plus years of morning news experience with this community. giving you the info you need to tackle the day and start it with a smile. Across the Denver Metro, we've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to Colorado's #1 streaming newscast. Make the move to 9 News Mornings. Live, starting at 4:30, anywhere you watch.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Denver Sports 1043 to stay up to date on all your local teams. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan. Perfect grammar.
What is it?
Lululemon.
Lululemon. I thought there's a Lulumon. I look at Lululemon, and I see Lulumon. I'm not going to lie.
Relentless ambition.
If I don't get Mike and I sold, maybe it's Mike that's holding me back. Is it what you're saying?
Yeah, I think maybe he might be the anchor.
And lots of empathy.
He went on a hunger strike, and it's not funny, Mike. The dog almost died, and you're laughing.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
Was that Cody all cozy with you in bed watching the Olympics?
Yeah, and then when we scored, I got up and I was running all over the place, dancing, and then Cody freaks out, starts, but I just kept doing it. I was like, yeah, once I'm up, if I know he's in attack mode, I'm good. I'm prepared. So he had a bad Sunday morning though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. 2 peas in the bathroom, 2 different spots, and then Lana said 3 out in the living room area. So he was good on Saturday, but Sunday he reverted back to, I don't know. So it was a bad Sunday. Bad start to Sunday.
And the thing about it is that's got to be like he's not emptying the holster one time. He's probably just, selectively going around. Little squirt here, little squirt there.
Right.
That takes next level maniacal behavior.
Just
maniacal thinking.
Just disrespectful dog. He's a very disrespectful dog.
Bad dog.
But love that dog.
Bad dog. But we love Cody. The NFL Combine is underway, and we'll be following it all week long. Looking forward to tomorrow. We'll hear from both Sean Payton and George Payton. But a little bit of Bronco news over the weekend. Johnny Morton, who was with the team for a couple years as part of the offensive staff, left last year to go to Detroit to replace Ben Johnson as the Lions offensive coordinator. That did not go well. Midway through the season, Dan Campbell took back the play calling from Morton. He ended up getting fired. And, in fact, he was back with the Broncos as a consultant for the playoffs. So now he's been officially brought back as the passing game coordinator. I went back and looked. I think Johnny Morton got kind of a raw deal, and maybe Dan Campbell didn't get enough blame for what happened in Detroit last year. So with Johnny Morton calling the plays for the first part of the season, the Lions were 5-3, averaging 30 points per game. When Dan Campbell said, nope, I'm going to take it back. I'm going to call the plays. From that point on, they were 4-5, averaging 27 points per game. So they had a better record and more points per game with Johnny Morton calling the plays, and yet he got fired after just 1 year. Is that a good thing that the Broncos get this guy back in their on their offensive staff?
Yeah, I think so. Him and Sean work well together. They've been together for a long time, so he knows Bo. He was here with Bo his rookie year. So, yeah, I think it's a positive there. He's not calling the plays here, certainly. So, a guy that has a lot of experience and that's done it at a high level. And so, I think that's a big positive. And to your point, they brought him back last year for the playoffs. He got fired and let go in Detroit and was done there. So, we brought him back last year. I mean, so he was around most of these guys that will be back next year, and he's already been there the year before. So I think it's a good thing.
Everyone loves Dan Campbell. Oh, giant meathead, biting kneecaps. Kind of a jerk move. This year without really taking a whole lot of responsibility. He, takes the job away from the guy he hired halfway through the season.
You just say jerk move.
Jerk
this
move.
Is the NFL, buddy.
But
jerk move.
But then ends up firing him. Not only takes it away, but fires him after the season, where all the evidence points to them being worse off once Campbell made that change.
Well,
Campbell's still there, and
Well, yeah, he's the head coach.
Johnny Morton getting scapegoated.
They've had a lot of success. Obviously, not so much this past year, but that's the way it goes, Mike. It's the NFL, big boy league. You know, I mean, sometimes if things aren't working out we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You're looking at notes. You're looking at stats. You know, so what's going on behind closed doors? How is Jared Goff feeling about it? You know, so you have to take all that into consideration. But glad to have him back. No, but Dan Campbell needs a win, to your point.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, all that, kneecaps, I'm going to go for it on fourth down. I'm risking it. Look at this trick play. It gets old quick. Just ask Brandon Staley.
Yep. So Campbell, I think, would have some pretty good pressure on him to start this season.
I think so. Yeah, he didn't even make the playoffs last year. And you're in a tough division to where things kind of flipped quickly, and you look up, and it's like Chicago is the new cool thing. And you're the old girlfriend, you know? You were cool at once, but not no more.
Some reaction to Team USA winning the gold yesterday. Love your reaction here on a Reaction Monday. This is from on our Denver Sports YouTube channel. Subscribe and get involved. This is from BS6938. Evans, how do you like 3-on-3 versus 3 now? Did you see John Cooper's comments? After the game?
I saw him.
So he was criticizing 3-on-3. You take 4 players off the ice. Now hockey's not hockey anymore. There's a reason overtime and shootouts are in play. It's all TV-driven to end games, so it's not a long time. There's a reason why it's not in the Stanley Cup Final or playoffs. Hey, look, I completely agree with you. I completely agree. I hate the idea that they had 3-on-3 to determine these games. But you know what, John Cooper? Them's the rules. And as much as I don't like it and would love to see it changed, the rules are the rules. And let's see, you weren't complaining about 3-on-3 when you beat Czechia in overtime, right? You weren't complaining about it then. So
who else did they beat in overtime? Didn't they win 2 of them or just 1? Thought they won 2, but maybe it was just 1. But anyway, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
you had plenty of chances to win in regulation.
But he's like you. He just doesn't like it.
I just don't like it.
Right, so he's like you. I mean, he's saying it's not real hockey, and it changes it up, and you're doing it for TV. You're doing it so you won't have long extended games. So, you know, I mean, I get what he's saying. Some people don't like it. I do. I like the fast pace, the action that you see there in 3-on-3. I really don't want to watch a 7-hour game.
Yeah, but see, I'm saying it. I don't like it when, you know, the U.S. and Canada are still winning with 3-on-3. For him to say it in the aftermath of losing a game like this does come across as sour grapes.
Yeah, I get it.
That's my point.
It's fine. Whatever. You know, you just, again, you don't get to that point. You don't go to overtime
right.
then. And they had plenty of opportunities not to go to overtime.
Correct.
I mean, it was, honestly, Mike, it was varsity versus JV in the third. It was varsity versus JV. I mean, Canada was the better team, and it wasn't even close.
And if you had told me that Connor Hellebuck would be the guy that would stand up like that in that kind of environment, remember, we saw him a couple years ago when he had a lights-out regular season and then was just a shell of himself against the Avs. The Avs just made him look silly, and you were like, this guy isn't a big-time, big-game goalie. So when it became clear he was going to be their guy between the pipes, our guy between the pipes, I was like, you know, in a big game, can I trust this guy?
I mean, he won the Hart that year, right?
Don't give me no really. I don't know. He may have. Actually, they can win. They can win, so you don't give me no really. But he definitely won the Vezina that year.
Vezina! No, you're right. I mean, he's great, you know, in the semifinals or the play-in games, but, you know, can he deliver in the playoffs? He's great in the regular season. Can he deliver in the playoffs? Can he deliver when it matters the most? Well, Mike, guess what? Those questions are gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about historic performance by him that ended with a gold for the USA. That was awesome. Fired up for those guys. They deserved it.
Coming up next, will this Olympic experience be a boost or a hangover on the rest of the Avs regular season? And the Nuggets have 2 bad losses sandwiched around a blowout win coming out of the All-Star game. Just who and what are these guys? What is this team? Who are they? That's next.
Does Sean Payton need a home run hitter in the running back room?
Travis Etienne is the type of playmaker that the Broncos need on their offense. He's a guy that gets to top speed instantly. He gets to and through the hole quickly. He explodes on the linebacker level, and he's got the long speed that you could have a simple handoff for Travis Etienne, and all of a sudden it's a 60-yard run.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What is happening? Stoking for my friends at Roller Auction, leader in Colorado auctions for over 40 years. And man, they got some great auctions that are going down this week. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free, it's easy, it's open to the public. Best part about Roller Auction is you're going to get great deals on great auctions. Got an auction ending today at 2 o'clock, a restaurant equipment auction going out. It's got reach-in refrigerators and freezers, sandwich and pizza prep, ice machines, back bar equipment, convection ovens, conveyor, pizza ovens, rangers, mixers, fryers, slicers, stainless steel tables and sinks, and so much more. Hey, if you're into beer, they got a ton of beer equipment in that auction. Also, like I said, you got time. It's ended at 2 o'clock today. Go check that one out. It is awesome. Tomorrow, got one ending at 9 o'clock in the morning. Colorado Extraction Systems auction going out. It's got forklifts, box trucks, racking tools, chillers, control panels, extraction supplies and equipment, and much more. Over 320 items in that auction. This is what I love about Roller Auction, is always updating and adding new auctions every single week. Go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals at rollerauction.com.
Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040, and Jacobs Law with another cool story to share. James called 303 Law 4040, and he's like a lot of our clients, not looking to get rich, but he just didn't want to get stuck with a bunch of medical bills. So we met with James like we do all of our 303 Law 4040 clients in person, and it's a good thing we did because we noticed James did not look so good. We sent him to the hospital to get checked out, and they did wind up admitting him. In the end, we got him feeling better, and $125,000. He was over the moon. He came into the office to pick up his check and rang that victory bell. And the really cool part is James surprised us with a check of his own, a donation so we could keep the best free meal in Denver coming each and every first and third Thursday. If you've been injured, you may be like James, not looking to get rich, but not sure what to do. That's why we're here to help. Just give us a call at 303-LAW-4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303-LAW-4040.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99, plus 2 times points at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, what's up? It's Zach here. And if you're looking for your new go-to spot in Centennial, the Basketball Social House is it. Award-winning food and drinks, an incredible weekend brunch, and a brand new sports bar entertainment space where you can catch every Colorado game. Even if you're not playing, it's a great hang. But if you are, their private basketball suites are unreal. Full court, lounge, music, TVs, the whole setup. And because you're hearing this from me, get half off your first private basketball suite rental. Just use code HALFOFFHOOPS. Trust me, you're going to love this place.
One iced coffee?
$1, please.
For real? No way. One iced coffee?
$1, please.
For real? No way. What a deal.
Your new morning groove. Iced coffee from McDonald's, any size for just $1 until 11 a.m. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like replacing my bike in case of an accident?
Progressive's total loss coverage can help with that.
Great. And you also agree with me that my riding club should ride to the aquarium instead of cruising around a mountain, right?
Actually, we just do insurance. We don't vote in riding clubs.
Nice. 2 votes for the turtle exhibit.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
What are you, some kind of turtle hater?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Staples has hot deals and low prices on everything for your business, like up to $125 off your print order. Ends April 18th. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
All kinds of reaction pouring into that thrilling Team USA gold medal win over Canada yesterday. The first Olympic gold medal for the U.S. since the Miracle on Ice team way back in 1980. In fact, it was on yesterday's date, February 22nd, 1980, that the U.S. knocked off the Soviet Union. And there you are, 46 years later, the U.S. gets it done. And some of the reaction on our Denver Sports YouTube channel, Josh H00. As much as I love the Avs, nice to see McCarr, McKinnon, and Taves take that L on the way out. You see Nathan McKinnon had the comment after the game where he said Canada outshot Team USA 42-28 and the ice seemed tilted in that third period. But he said, quote, "You be the judge of who was the better team today." And it's just it's funny how, the blood is thicker than water type thing, Stoke, when it comes to rooting, that you had people who are diehard Avalanche fans who went after McKinnon after this comment. One guy I know that I interact with on Twitter, huge Avs fan, said, quote, "Pretty big words from a guy who missed an open net from 8 feet." I mean, this guy's a diehard Avs fan. Then there was another one who responded to that quote from McKinnon, "You be the judge of who was the better team today," saying, if he really said this, bleep him. I hope the Avalanche don't win, bleep.
Wow.
I guess your best wasn't good enough. Wow. I mean, it just goes to show, right? I mean.
Yeah, look, guess what? They were the better team. But that doesn't mean anything.
It's beauty of hockey. Beauty of hockey.
Mike, that's the beauty of sports.
Yeah.
Not just hockey.
Right.
Not just hockey. That's all sports. I thought I was the better team a lot of times out there on the football field, and we lost the game. Right? When you do dumb things and you don't take advantage of the other team's mistakes, and Taves can't make a shot dead red. Look, McKinnon right now. You look at McKinnon, and they got a freeze frame of him. Hellebuck is on the left side, he's shooting the puck, and the whole goal is open, and he whiffed on it. Taves, wide open. Just put a little mustard on it, and you win easily. Guess what? You didn't do it. That's sports. You didn't do it. You didn't take advantage of your opportunities. So it doesn't matter if you feel like you're the best team or if you were the best team. It comes down to the scoreboard, and it always does, and it always will.
Especially in hockey, I went back and looked at it. In the Miracle on Ice game, the USSR was the better team. They outshot the U.S. in that game 39-16. 39-16. But Jim Craig stood on his head. U.S. got the timely goals, a couple of soft goals from the Russians, and, game over. So, but hey, Nate, we love you, and silver shines just as bright.
Wow. That's tough for the Canadians.
Do you think
that's tough?
It's
tough to be a Canadian today.
Take me inside the mind of an athlete especially McKinnon, McCarr, and Taves. How do you think they'll respond coming back and getting back into the grind? Quick finish, quick sprint to the finish line for the Avs. Hangover for those three, or do they come back ticked off and determined to, dole out punishment?
I mean, I think that's a great question. That's a huge disappointment for him. And, does Brock Nelson just kind of walk around with his gold medal on for the next?
Strutting. He should be strutting.
Just walking in the locker room. What's up, boys?
How you doing? Anybody get one of these? Look what I got.
No, that's a really good question. I mean, we shall see. I think they'll respond in the right way. You're talking about McKinnon. He's laser focused all the time, right? McCarr. You're talking about some great players that I think you got to move on. You got to realize, hey, let's go win the Stanley Cup now, right? So I think that's how they'll respond. But we'll see. I mean, because that was a brutal loss for them, especially when you played as well as they played, Canada, and you did so many good things in the third. I mean, that game should have been 3 or 4-1. It should have been. And so that makes it more difficult. And now you got to get back going again.
The Avalanche were so well represented over there. I mean, not only are you proud of Team USA when you got to be proud of the way the Avs showed out. 6 of the 8 Avs who participated over there got a medal. Gold for Brock Nelson, silver for McKinnon, Taves, and McCarr, bronze for Lehkonen and Kiviranta.
Who won the bronze? Finland?
Yes, that'd be Finland. The Avalanche players finished the Olympics with a combined 18 goals, 39 points, 2 bronze, 3 silvers, and 1 gold.
So much more pressure on them now. I don't know if you heard.
So I heard.
Zach Bye. More pressure.
They
now.
were just a scrappy underdog team before the Olympics. Now they're a Stanley Cup favorite.
Yeah, more.
I want to pound his ass.
Come back over here. It's gonna be. I don't know if they'll be able to handle all this pressure.
I'm an idiot.
But Bednar said that the other day. He said, "Look, I'm not load managing these guys back into the mix here."
Oh no.
He says, they'll get a couple days off, and then it's go time. We got a number 1 seed to go after. So. It's not going to be like Mama Cat and these guys back into the lineup. It's welcome back and go.
Different.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm curious to see. McKinnon clearly wasn't at 100% during this tournament, so we'll see what's going on with him. But I'll be very curious to see, because that was a very, very intense 2 weeks over there for all the Olympians, but especially the Canadian guys. I'm very curious to see how they come back. Are they a little bit down the dumps, or do they come back with a vengeance?
Man, I would sense that, you're going to try to get going, and have the right mindset, but sometimes it just takes a little bit. So I'm kind of expecting a slow start from those guys, right? Just because of everything that's happened. I mean, that's hard to bounce back from taking that type of loss, and then you're over there for 2 weeks. And it's draining. So, I mean, if I was Bednar, a couple of these guys, and I don't know who, because I didn't watch every single minute of every single Finnish game and all these other games, when we got Gabe out there, and I don't know how he's feeling or doing or moving. So, certain guys I think that you have to be careful with, Mike, moving back through as we start up here. Right, where you don't want to just throw them out there and say,
you can't,
sink or swim, right? You got to be careful managing some guys' minutes. And look, that's what you get with the training staff, and you come up with a plan. Hopefully you follow it better than the Nuggets plan. Jokic, restricted minutes, and next thing you know, he's playing, double the amount. I mean, so hopefully they actually follow the plan there.
We'll open up the text lines, a lot to react to from the weekend that was. In the meantime, biggest pro wrestling event is going to be taking place here in Vegas here very soon. It's a Superfan send-off. We want to send you there. Presented by 303 Law 4040. If you haven't signed up yet, so easy to do. Just go to DenverSports.com/superfan. If you win, you get you and a guest you'll find you have a bunch of new friends that will come out of the woodwork for this one. A pair of 2-night tickets to the event, round-trip airfare for 2 from Denver to Vegas, 2 nights hotel stay, and a $500 Visa gift card. Get yourself signed up before it's too late.
The champ! Are you ready? Do you consider yourself a super fan? Well, now's your chance to prove it. It's Denver Sports 1043 The Fan Super Fan Send-Off, presented by 303 Law 4040, sending you to Las Vegas for the biggest pro wrestling event in the world. A pair of 2-night event tickets, airfare, and hotel all included, plus a $500 Visa card. So get in the ring and enter now at denversports.com/superfan. That's denversports.com/superfan.
You know, the best relationships in life all have one thing in common: communication. Someone who actually listens, someone who cares, someone who's there when you need them. Hey, Brandon Stokley here from my friends at Trajan Wealth. If you're not feeling that with your current financial advisors, if you're wondering why you only hear from them when it's time to sign something, it might be time for a change. Call my friends at Trajan Wealth today. 720-204-8100. I've talked about Trajan Wealth for a long time, but now I'm actually a client. And let me tell you, the difference is real. No pressure, no confusing jargon, just clear, honest advice from fiduciaries who put your goals first. And that's what I love about Trajan Wealth. They're going to come over with that game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, your needs. And I walked out of that first meeting feeling confident, prepared, and honestly relieved. If you've ever wondered whether your plan could be better, get a second opinion from Trajan Wealth. Give them a call today and start feeling the love again. 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client, paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
At Belco Credit Union, we want to make your dream renovation a reality. Maybe that means a modern kitchen upgrade or a luxurious new bathroom. With Belco's Home Equity Choice line, you can get easy access to funds with the freedom and convenience of a home equity line of credit, plus the security and stability of a home equity loan. Plus, Belco is also offering low rates for qualified borrowers. Learn more at belco.org/choiceline. Belco is an equal opportunity housing lender. Belco, banking for everyone.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Colorado homes face more risk than ever from intense weather, including wildfire exposure. 5280 Exteriors prioritizes fire-resistant, non-combustible, low-maintenance exterior upgrades with reliable, quality installations. Protect your home with James Hardy siding, TimberTech decking, and Pella Impervia fiberglass windows, all designed to stand up to heat, weather, and time. They also offer 60 months no-interest financing. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
High five! Up top! Dave's company just got the 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Yeah! It's 5 years of gig speed internet, advanced security, and a great rate that won't change. All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Heck yeah! He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread. Yes! The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! For a limited time, now through March 29th, switch to Comcast Business to lock in your rate for 5 years and get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Or ask how to get started with 150 megabit internet and Security Edge for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Don't wait. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. Paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account required. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Today we're talking cancer awareness, and I want to bring in someone with a really unique perspective, Dr. Kelly Victory. She's a board-certified emergency medicine physician with over 30 years of experience who serves on the chief medical board for the Wellness Company. And most importantly, she's a cancer survivor. Dr. Victory, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks very much for having me, Michelle.
We've been hearing a lot lately about cancer rates rising, especially in younger adults, which is obviously pretty alarming. What are you seeing?
Without question, cancer rates are rising across the board. And concerningly, we are seeing more aggressive cancers in people even in their 20s and 30s.
That's scary for a lot of people. Is there anything that can be done to help alleviate that fear?
And that is what led me to develop the new product Shield, because it is a group of more than 12 well-studied, scientifically proven supplements that help to supercharge your immune system, the first line of defense against cancer.
To learn more, visit victoryagainstcancer.com and use promo code SMALLS to save $25 on Shield.
Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan's powered by Hellsberg. Shop and store are at hellsberg.com.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 1043 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 1043 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? I mean, 12 minus 11.
1.
This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043 The Fan.
All right, let's open up the text line, also the Denver Sports YouTube channel, as you want to react to a busy sports weekend. Mark will be along here in about 13 minutes. He's in the building. He's now officially listed as probable.
Yeah.
Could be a late game scratch. You never know with him. Might all of a sudden pull up lame.
Right.
You know,
might just start bleeding profusely out of the nose.
That's
and
right.
Then next thing you know, he's going to urgent care or something. So that could happen, right?
That could happen.
So
but
he
the good
is
thing
probable.
I have the Lysol right here. Spray right up his nostrils. That'll kill it all.
That'll clear everything out.
Clear
quickly.
everything up. On this one, on our Denver Sports YouTube channel, this is from Josh, who says, "Hey, guys, I'm so tired of hearing about the Nuggets. Soft coach, soft team. This is what you get with no accountability. I miss Malone. Soft mentality team." They come out of the break talking about how it's a 27-game sprint to the finish line. We're starting to get guys back. Let's go. And they've had 2 bad losses sandwiched around a blowout win coming out of the All-Star game. So at this point, who are these guys?
Well, it's hard to figure them out because they haven't played together. I mean, you haven't had your full team together. You know, Peyton Watson's been, injured here recently. Christian Brown's missed extended time. Jokic has, Cam Johnson. So I don't know who they are,
but
Mike,
Brown
right
and Johnson have been back for a little while.
now.
So at some point.
But they missed a lot of time.
Okay, well, you tell me. You tell me how long it takes to get acclimated and how much more leeway we're going to give these guys. How much runway do they have to work with here?
Well, I think a guy like Christian Brown's going to be more comfortable than Cam Johnson because Cam's first year here. But, we shall see. I mean, maybe it doesn't happen for a guy like Cam Johnson. But yeah, it's not it's not a good stretch there. Warriors they didn't have anybody. Mike.
Nobody.
No Draymond. No
Draymond.
Steph.
No
Porzingis.
No Chris Stapps.
No Klay Thompson.
No Klay Thompson.
He was
no
gone.
Rick Barry.
Rick Barry wasn't around.
Joe Barry Carroll nowhere to be found.
Joe Barry Carroll.
You want to go deep?
Andre Iguodala wasn't available.
Oh.
Snitch.
Traitor. Good one, Ty.
I mean, golly. I don't know who this team is right now because you thought coming out of the break with Jokic being fully healthy now, Murray, like you'd be on a mission, right? And we would see some of the best basketball that we've seen. And that hasn't been the case at all. So, that's I don't know. I mean, do you give them an excuse 3 in a row on the road? They had a back-to-back. And,
No. And they play, to the idea that, well, they're still working guys back into the rotation. That hasn't kept them from playing really good basketball at times. Look at the game in Portland. They were awesome. They were in good stretches of basketball to win the Clippers game, good stretches of basketball going into the fourth quarter to win this game yesterday. So they're just not finishing games, which tells me right now they're a physically and mentally, they're a soft team. And this is why I keep coming back to the whole season hinges on Aaron Gordon's return. Boy, do they miss his physical toughness, but they also miss his mental toughness. That guy, outside of Jokic, is probably the most mentally tough guy on this team. And I think he's the most physically toughest guy on this team. And so you take him out, boy, you're really seeing it coming down the stretches of games. They get adversity thrown in their face, they crumple.
Yeah,
they crumple.
I don't know, Mike. I think you're putting too much into it, honestly. And I understand what you're saying. Aaron Gordon's a big piece of it, but dang. Is that the excuse you're going to give him? Like, oh, no Aaron Gordon. Jokic isn't mentally tough, and Jamal's not. Like, these guys have played in big moments, big games. Christian Brown, I mean, you look at this roster, and it's like, come on, guys. Come on. I get it. Like, if you're trying to win a championship and Aaron Gordon isn't there, it's going to be really difficult. But to lose some of these games and just say, well, yeah, it's because Aaron Gordon isn't in the lineup. Give me a break. I mean, Jamal and Jokic got to close better, right? I mean, they have to do better. They have to play better. And then, whoever else is in the lineup, I just think I don't want to give these guys, a pass. I mean, just because Aaron Gordon isn't in the lineup. So, obviously they need him, and he's a big part of it. But still, those guys this team is good enough and battle-tested enough, I think, to play better down the stretch. And they haven't been doing it. To your point, they haven't, for whatever reason.
From Zips on the RamosLaw.com text line, on Washington's birthday, it's good to remind Nathan McKinnon that the British were the better team than the Americans in the Revolution. But the Americans found a way to win that one, too. Maybe if you didn't dress up in bright red and march in perfect line formation, you might have given yourself a better chance to win.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? You want to look good.
You got to look
Feel
good.
good, to play good, to shoot good. Didn't work out too well for the Brits.
So well.
Didn't work out well for Canada.
So well. Did not
Take
work
that
out
L on
so
the way
well.
out.
Boy, Connor McDavid would have made a great British soldier.
Oh, wow.
Probably looked sharp in the uniform.
Ooh.
I think he's a bum.
Sidney Crosby looked sharp getting his silver medal. His hair was looking great. Sorry you couldn't play, bud. Just them breaks.
Oh,
what
my
a
goodness.
win. What a win. That was awesome. What a day. What a way to start a Sunday. So much fun watching the USA just take home the gold.
We're giving you a chance to react to that. Also, the NFL Combine Week is upon us. Will we hear Sean Payton? Will he respond? Will he answer that question that we're all asking? Who's calling the plays this season? We'll find that out coming up tomorrow. Mark joins us coming up next.
He's Bo Nix, the most proven quarterback from his draft class.
So I got a guy in Bo Nix who's thrown the most touchdowns, who has got a low interception rate, who's got the lowest sack rate, and the most wins. And what do I value in football more than any other projection or forecast? Production. Am I concerned about the injury stuff? I am. But if we're re-ranking this class, I would take Bo Nix number 2.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Everything is getting more expensive. Gas, groceries, and especially rent, which can go up every single year. But as a homeowner, you have a secret weapon. While the world gets pricier, a fixed-rate mortgage stays exactly the same. That stability isn't just peace of mind, it's your family's financial foundation. American Financing understands home ownership creates wealth. Every monthly payment builds equity and stacks your net worth on autopilot. It's how the middle class actually wins the long game. Your home is a flexible asset. You can live in it, rent it out for passive income or pass it down to your children. Renting gives you none of that. American Financing salary-based mortgage consultants can help you get pre-qualified with no upfront fees. Call American Financing today and get a pre-qualification letter in 24 hours or less. Call them at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at AmericanFinancing.net. Secure your rate, build your wealth, and get the cash you need. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Okay, does this happen to anybody else? You sit down with a juicy QPC, some McNuggets, and those golden fries from McDonald's. Then you take a long sip of your Sprite because you can still hear your mama saying, "Don't fill up on that drink before you eat your food." But you're grown now, so you do what you want.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece McNuggets from McDonald's for just $6. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, I'm Brad Barnett, president and founder of Mountain High Appliance. Looking for the best deal in town this President's Day? Then stop by our Denver Clearance Center, where you'll find savings of 70% or more on open box, overstock, and discontinued appliances from the industry's best brands, including Bosch, Thermador, KitchenAid, and many more. Hurry in for the best selection, or visit us online and take advantage of these huge President's Day savings. When you think appliances, think Mountain High Appliance.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer.
This February, save 25% off all primetime functional trainers, home gyms, and racks. Work out on your schedule on the equipment you choose from the safety and comfort of your own home. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
You know what it takes to win: the preparation, the game plan, the refusal to quit when things get hard. You bring that same mentality to your business every single day. But even the best teams need fans in the seats. At Denver Sports, we put your business in front of Denver's most passionate, loyal audience, on air, online, and on the big screen. You've got the drive, we've got the reach. Visit us online at DenverSports.com. Let's build your roster.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Still haven't filed your taxes? Hey, you're not the only one. A lot of good people fall behind. But here's the thing. The longer you wait, the harder the IRS can hit back. Penalties stack up. Interest piles on. The letters get more aggressive. None of it magically disappears. It's why I always tell folks, call my friends at Advanced Tax Solutions. These are not generalists. They don't dabble in tax problems. They live in this world. Resolving IRS issues is all they do. Maybe you're 1 year behind. Maybe you're 10. Maybe you've got unfiled returns, wage garnishments, bank levies, or you're just losing sleep wondering what the IRS is going to do next. Their licensed tax professionals can step in fast, talk to the IRS for you, stop the stress, and start putting a real plan in place. And listen, waiting never makes it better. Every day you delay is another day the IRS gets to tighten the screws. One quick call to Advanced Tax Solutions, that could be the start of a quick resolution. So take control of your tax situation before the IRS does. Reach out to Advanced Tax Solutions today and breathe again.
Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use, so the weather never takes you by surprise. Download the free WeatherBug app today.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Watch up behind the net. And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around the car. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the goal. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
Putting a capper on a terrific Winter Olympics, terrific Olympic hockey, amazing representation by your Colorado Avalanche. And when it's all said and done, Brock Nelson's going to get to strut around that Avalanche locker room showing off his gold. And the three Canadians will be sitting over there grumbling. Did you see the look on Nathan McKinnon's face when they were doing the medals? And they gave him that little stuffed animal that they gave to all the Olympians. He's like, looking at it, it's like, what the heck is this thing? You could tell he just wanted to, like...
Is that some kind of, I didn't
like
want
a mascot or something, like stuffed
okay, because
doll
I didn't want to
mascot.
say anything about it because my wife was even, like, what are we doing? This is so stupid, right? You give them a medal, and then after that you go by and give them a little, like, beanie baby.
Yes.
But I thought it might have had some significant meaning, so I didn't really want to just bash it, and then all of a sudden, well, it's because of, something, like whatever, right? And it's like, oh, damn, my bad, right? Put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah.
But, I mean, seriously,
just
like,
dumb.
what are we doing after you give a medal? Like, no one cares about this beanie baby.
Yeah,
right?
you probably barely care about the silver medal. You're so disappointed about not winning gold that you get, getting the silver is just such a letdown. And then they give you a beanie baby on top of it.
But they even
maybe this will ease your feelings.
No, but they gave it to the gold medal winners too. I don't care, but I got my gold.
Yeah.
Right? What are we doing? It looks like, Mike, you probably got a couple of those growing up, right? With your participation like ribbons.
Did you
right?
ever
got
get
one,
a beanie baby?
and a beanie baby?
Yeah.
I don't know what meant more.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's your 5th place ribbon and a beanie baby.
And a beanie baby, right?
Yeah.
But that's ridiculous. And
you know
big
what?
boy hockey.
That's a great. You just stumbled upon. Maybe you planned it. I don't know, but you stumbled upon.
Probably not.
Mike is an expert at receiving, trinkets.
Right.
For participation.
Yes.
And so let's turn to the expert. Why do they give out like beanie babies?
I don't know. All the Olympians with a medal also receive a plushie. It has Tina the Stoat.
Oh, stupid.
But also a stuffed Flo, which is a tiny impish character. Tina the Stoat is one of 2 mascots for the games, along with Milo.
Tina the what?
A stoat is a small creature, part of the weasel family. So there you go. And McKinnon looked at his like, my day just gets more miserable.
Right? What do you do? What do you suppose you do? How many of those are in the trash can in the locker room right now? How many
in
guys,
the village?
Yeah. How many guys kept them? How many guys just threw them in the circular file?
I am very confident that unless you kept it for your daughter,
right,
or kids that you probably put it in the circular.
So,
file.
when you get done with practice and stuff, everybody has those shark tape cutters. They tape to cut it, and everybody just throws it toward the trash can. And so, some of them get in there, but there's just the ankle tape just strewn across the locker room. I'm sure that those what do they call them? Stoic or stocies? Stoats. I'm sure the stoats were just littered through the locker room.
So, what kind of emotions were you guys feeling as you were watching that game, and then after they won it?
Dude, it was incredible because hockey terminology, and they said it a bunch on the broadcast as well, and we've talked about it a ton. The ice was just tilted. It was. And I heard Stokley driving in talking about the fact that, hey, man, you miss point-blank shots, and the Canadians didn't get it done. But obviously, Hellebuck stood on his head. He made the one against Taves was just unreal.
One of the best saves ever,
right?
That we'll ever see, ever.
And
then in the gold, to do it in the gold medal, and that be the difference, makes it even more special.
Yeah.
Tell me a better save. I want to know a better save. Hockey guy, tell me a better save from a goalie.
I'm telling you, if that had happened for a country like Finland or Sweden in winning the gold medal on a save like that, it'd be on a stamp or it would be on a coin. It would become part of national lore. So, yeah, I love. It started with the Four Nations face-off, and it continued on with this. The thing that just grabbed me in both events and wouldn't let go is the fact that how much you can tell these players, these American players, these Canadian players, these NHL players, these millionaires, how much it means to them to play for their country. And when you see the passion of these players laying it all out in what is, in effect, an exhibition, was amazing to watch. And if it doesn't suck you in, I don't know what will suck you in as a sports fan.
How much pride did you have watching that? How much pride did you have in just like the fight, the determination, just the unbelievable plays, and then the overtime goal? Especially after Hughes gets his teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
Right? The whole thing.
Another enduring image of that that game.
The whole thing was just freaking amazing. It was just did you not get up Sunday morning excited about the hockey game and just hunker down on the couch and watch the damn thing? It was awesome, man. What a sense of pride.
Yeah, no, it was so much fun to watch. There's so many great moments in it, and you're the underdog, and it's Canada. They beat you in the Four Nations last year, which was awesome, right? It was a battle, and now you get to go back at them again, and they're the team we wanted to beat. You want to make this thing even more special, go through Canada, right? Beat Canada. And they were able to do that. So what a moment to finish off the Olympics on that stage. And, the guy that we don't talk about a lot is the Rowinski guy. Zach Rowinski. Am I not saying it right?
No,
why are you looking at me weird?
I'm just curious where you're going with this.
Well, the hustle, and he's the one that set up Hughes on the game winner.
Correct.
That's where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
The guy made a big-time play and was able to, fight and claw to get back control of that puck in their zone and then find Hughes for, a dead red shot. So, we don't talk enough about him and that hustle and that awareness to not only get it but control it and then look up and find Hughes and then Hughes just puts it away. But you know what? Even in the Olympics, Mark, you're going to like this.
Yeah.
Take a guess. I want you to guess. So there was a person that got another. We had 2 assists. You know who got the other assist?
The second assist?
The second assist.
Who got the second?
Do you know? Take a guess. Do you want to take a guess?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just throw it at me.
Mike? Hellebuck. The goalie. He got an assist on the play.
You know why? Because they're playing 3-on-3 hockey, which the Canadians were complaining about. It's so hokey. It's so.
That was Mike last week. Remember that?
They would have been fine. They would have been fine
winning
had they had balls enough to win it.
Yes.
It's such a hokey way to finish a game.
It is, but don't complain about it after you just lost the gold medal game. Then it does look like real sour grapes. All right, we'll give you a chance to react to what you saw, the emotions you felt. watching that game. How do you think the Avalanche will be impacted positively or negatively by all their Olympians coming back for the final stretch of the regular season? We'll get to that with you. Also, another poor finish for the Nuggets yesterday. Is it safe to call this team a soft team right now? That's next.
By flexing their star power on the Olympic stage, do the Avalanche have even more pressure to bring home another Stanley Cup this season?
All 8 members of the Avs have scored in Italy. And I think if it was possible to add even more pressure to when they get back stateside and go win a Stanley Cup, if it was possible for them to ratchet up the pressure, they did it in the healthiest kind of way here in Italy.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, you live with back pain, neck pain, worried about needing surgery. How about taking all those habit-forming medications? Well, my guys at Spine One specialize in treatments that offer alternatives to major surgery and long-term medication. Here's the best news. You can start your journey toward pain-free just like I did today. They're a phone call away, same-day appointments, 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Spine One is a complete medical center for spine care. They've got exams, MRIs, physical therapy, treatment options, all in one facility. And their board-certified physicians are going to educate you on what's going on and then give you treatment options for both nagging and debilitating pain. Guys, they changed my life. I suffered with excruciating pain for decades to the point where it checked me out of life, right? I quit playing golf, quit going to the gym. I couldn't sleep through the night. Set up an appointment, a couple of short visits to my guys at Spine One. I was back on the golf course, back in the gym, doing things I hadn't done in years, and most importantly, sleeping through the night again. Hey guys, if this describes you and the pain that you're living with right now, don't live that way any longer. Pick up the phone and dial them up. Start your journey today, just like I did. 303-367-2225, 303-367-BACK. Or as always, you can find them online at spine1.com.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-777-1225.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Here's my story. I wore glasses growing up for a long time, and then when I hit my 30s playing for the Broncos, I ended up having LASIK surgery, but when I hit my mid-50s, I needed those readers for everything I did, whether it was going to restaurants trying to read menus, whether it was reading statistics, studying film, I needed those reading glasses. Well, I decided to go see Dr. Cudarelli at Cudarelli Vision for a refractive lens exchange, and I can tell you firsthand, total game changer, and you can join Dr. Cudarelli for his live webinar this Wednesday at noon. Learn more about refractive lens exchange from Cudarelli Vision. This free webinar is the perfect opportunity to meet Dr. Cudarelli and have him answer all your questions like, is RLE for me? Am I a good candidate? What's the recovery time? What's the cost? Is there financing? Cudarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures, and he can tell you when it's time for you. Make sure you join that live webinar this Wednesday at noon. Register at coloradorle.com. That's coloradorle.com.
Do you want the lowest rate for life? Get our 4.75 5-year fixed. APR is 5.89.
Did you say 4.75% fixed for 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, but what if rates fall?
Our lowest rate for life program takes over. If rates fall even as little as 0.5%, we can redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee and no limits to the number of times used. Only at U.S. Mortgages. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Out on the course, they're the
PGA Tour's best players, but in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, Dr. Joseph Ramos is both a doctor and a lawyer, combining legal and medical expertise. He can help. Ramos Law, the official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. RamosLaw.com.
Hey, it's Zach By here. Protect your home with 5280 Exteriors and their James Hardy siding, Timber Tech decking, and Pella Impervia fiberglass windows. They also offer 60 months, no interest financing. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Roller Auction.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an O'Reilly right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Busy weekend. We've got all that reaction pouring into the Team USA winning the gold medal. We've got the startup of the NFL Combine. Broncos bringing back another one of Sean's guys after a one-year hiatus. We'll talk about Johnny Morton's return, what it means. The Nuggets, another collapse in the fourth quarter. This time they get outscored 33-16 in the fourth quarter and lose on the road to a Golden State team. No Steph, no Draymond Green. Jimmy Butler's already out with an injury. Kristaps Porzingis didn't play, and yet the Nuggets still not able to finish. Christian Brown wondering what's going on.
We just got to take care of the ball. I think a lot of it this year has just been not holding our spots, not being tough enough down the stretch, and that's on all of us. Top to bottom, I think we had seen like the game was tied, and then we turned the ball over 3 times in a row, it felt like, and they scored every time. So it's hard to win games when you do that. It has nothing to do with our process down the stretch. It has nothing to do with anything besides, we need to hold our spots. We got to be tougher and play better.
Well, I know you pros, you hate. There's nothing worse, maybe other than being called a choker, but being called soft. No professional athlete wants to be labeled soft. But right now, Stoke, I'm watching a basketball team that is physically soft, and judging by the way that they're executing and playing in tight games, clutch moments, mentally soft. Soft. S-O-F-T. Soft.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to finish down the stretch and close games out. And when you don't do that, and they haven't done it here for a little while, you look at it, how else do you look at this basketball team right now? NBA basketball is the last, 4 minutes. How do you close? How do you finish? And Nuggets have always been really good at that. That's been one of their strengths with Jokic and Murray. And now you look up, and to Christian Brown's point, it's bad turnovers, trying to do too much with the basketball, not playing good defense. So I don't know. I don't know if that can change. That's the thing I'm looking at here. And you're looking at this team is like, okay, Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson get back. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna change. Is this going to be one of those teams where we look at and it's going to be a first-round exit? It's like, wow, they just didn't have it this year. They didn't have it pretty much the whole year, and especially the second half of the year. Writing was on the wall. Didn't matter who was hurt, who was back, but they just couldn't get it done when it mattered the most.
You know what's alarming? When Christian Brown says we're not tough enough.
Mm-hmm.
That is alarming. And then I start to think about Alfred E. Newman, and can he get after the guys?
Alfred E.
Yeah, Alfred E., the coach. Is he tough enough? Like, you need some Michael Malone, rip your ass. And ultimately, like, if you have a guy that doesn't have that doesn't generate that type of fear in his players, it is hard. I played for Norv Turner.
Norvell.
And Norv would get up in front of the team, and he would get, like, emotional, like, because he'd be mad that we weren't playing well. And he'd be almost in tears. And I'd be like, really, dude? Like, you just sit there and go, really? What are we doing? Right? What are we doing?
Did y'all laugh at him? Like when he was crying?
Yeah, like, well, not out loud.
That's mean.
But not out loud. But you're
so
like,
mean to Norv.
But you're just like, this dude, as a head coach, this guy doesn't really inspire you.
So
Yeah,
what do you
like-
want DA? But DA, that's not his. That's not what he does. So now do you want him to do something that's not him? And then guys are going to look at him and be like,
right,
that's not you.
But that's the problem. You got to have a certain amount. I think you've got to have a certain amount of fear. Maybe you don't. Maybe like Tony Dungy never did. I don't know if he did, or if he ever got mad at you guys or whatever. But, like, I love Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan and I are friends. I loved him as a head coach. I was scared to death of him because I knew, like, when he got pissed, he'd fire you. And I don't know if the Nuggets have that in their leadership style. Everybody complained about, Michael Malone's too tough, and he called the guys out, and it's too well.
I mean, you can't
what?
fire anybody, though, in the NBA. I mean, so they're not firing. You
No,
can't motivate them. I mean, it's on the guys at a certain point. You got Jokic, I mean, you got Murray. You got some veteran guys.
Murray and Jokic have been out there. Christian Brown's been out there. Obviously, Aaron Gordon hasn't been out there. But why are you guys, you calling yourself not tough enough? Like, what is going on where you guys can't strap it up and say, you know what, let's cut with the crap and let's go out here and dominate. Even if you have to go out there and, it's like the Broncos defense, the 2015 defense. Let's take a couple personal fouls and get this team going.
See, to me, this isn't on DA. I'm not putting it on Adelman at all. This isn't his style. Like, he's not – I don't want him to do something that's not him. Because to your point, Mark, if he does, guys are just going to roll their eyes and say,
right,
this is fake, right? This isn't, like – if you need that as a player to get motivated, a coach to rip on you, then you're in the wrong place, wrong sport. And these guys, I don't think they need that. I think they're just not playing well. I mean, you got veterans. You're telling me Jokic needs his ass whipped to get going and not turn the ball over, and not have some bad turnovers. Jamal, the same thing, for them to hold on to the basketball, for Jamal not to get a bad tech. I mean, so they just got to start playing better. That's on them. That's on this team. I'm not putting it on the coaches.
You see it all the time, right? Whenever you fire a coach, you go the opposite direction. You have a first-time coach. The next coach is one of those coaches that have been around. You go from a coach who's a real, hard ass. You go to more of a player-friendly coach. Well, the players had, supposedly grown tired of Michael Malone's, ride you hard style for 8-9 years. Okay. Well, they wanted somebody who was going to be more player-friendly. They got him. You got your wish. You got a player-friendly coach who's not going to be mad at you and who's not going to call you on the media after a soft performance. You got what you wanted. Okay.
How'd that work out?
Well, now, to Stokes' point, it's on you. This is the kind of coach you wanted. You were tired of the guy who was a meanie. And now you got a guy who will, before a road trip even begins, come out and say, oh, boy, tough, back-to-back, and, we got a ridiculous 12:30 start. Oh, boy, hard for the players, that kind of thing. Well, okay.
Well,
you wanted it.
All right, well, then who's going to stand up? I mean, Jokic has always been that leader. Who's going to stand up and demand better play? Like, which one of your teammates is going to do that? Because
should someone have to do that? I mean, should you have to? I mean, do you want a players-only meeting? To your point, Mark, I had Tony Dungy, and he was just same no matter what, right, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way he was. And all of a sudden, I don't want him to be different. I don't want him to start yelling and calling people out in the press. That's just not who he was, right? So you have to be true to yourself if you're Adelman. Now, who on the team can say, let's get going? I mean, this should be all of them. You know, I mean, Aaron Gordon seems like he's that dude to kind of, maybe get in someone's face. You don't have to get in anyone's face, but, so if not, it's got to be Jokic, Murray, and Christian Brown where you kind of you get up there and you just say, all right, guys, we got to get this stuff together, right? We got to fix some of these things. And so it's but for whatever reason, it just
their late game collapses have been alarming, and this goes beyond. I mean, this is before the All-Star break. And they come out. They were collapsing late in games before the All-Star break. Once they started getting guys healthy again, and Jokic came back, and now they're doing the same thing out of the All-Star break. And you talked about it, 27-game sprint. Coming out of the All-Star game. Well, how are we looking?
Well, how it's looking is that basically the top 2 seeds I think are pretty much over and done with. You are 8 games back in the loss column to Oklahoma City. You're 6 games back in the loss column to San Antonio. So now I think you're just trying to hang on to that 3rd seed. You got 22 losses. Houston's got 21. Lakers 22. Minnesota 23. Jeez. Phoenix, that's the first team in the play-in, has 25. You're only 3 games in the loss column ahead of Phoenix for the play-in.
That's bad.
Yeah, but
Better
you
get your stuff together.
Yeah, you could drop down to the 6th seed in 2 games.
Yep.
1 game.
Yep.
I mean, almost. I mean, so you're only 1 game up on the Lakers and the Timberwolves for the 5th and 6th seed. I mean, this thing is, wow. You talk about a epic collapse here down the stretch.
Did you say Timberwolves?
Probably.
Shoot, I don't know.
Timberwolves.
Why would you ask me?
I don't know.
Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves?
Fine with me.
Yeah, probably so. Timberwolves.
Yeah.
That's what I said. You're right.
Timberwolves.
You're right. That's what I said.
Yeah,
I like it.
Timberwolves.
I like that.
I said it so quick. I just kind of
From
rolled
this
through
point
it.
forward, I am
Timberwolves.
decreeing that they're now the Timberwolves.
Okay, there we go. Settled.
I like
Sounds
it.
good with me.
I'm in.
Up
I'm in.
next, definitely a new look to the Broncos coaching staff. Is that a good thing or a risk to take in Bo Nix's all-important 3rd season? In the meantime, if you haven't yet signed up, what are you waiting for? Just a few days left to get signed up for the biggest pro wrestling event in the world, the Superfan Send-Off, presented by 303 Law 4040. Thank you to N.T. Jacobs. You'll get a pair of tickets, 2-night tickets to the event, round-trip airfare for 2 from Denver to Las Vegas, 2 nights hotel stay, and we'll throw in some spending money, a $500 Visa gift card. Got to get signed up, but it is free to do so no excuses. Head to DenverSports.com/superfan.
Is health the only thing holding the Denver Nuggets back from another title run?
If these guys are healthy, they can make that run. They can take it to OKC and win in 7 if everybody's healthy.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here. Recently talking about buddy Troy Hansford about the housing market. Said, hey, over the last 2 years or so, it's gone from the hottest market it's ever been to prices declining, something people haven't seen here in quite some time. So if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell it, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, Troy's still offering his $5,000 guarantee. If you can't sell your house at the price you agree upon, plus the timeline you agree upon, he's going to scratch you a check for $5,000. Come on, nobody else makes that offer. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy. If you have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him at 720-900-4433. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money, 720-900-4433. That's 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey guys, Cecil Lammy here. You probably noticed your heat kicking on way more than it should. I get it. It's frustrating. I live in Roxborough. That wind blows all the time. But the real culprit might surprise you. When the insulation in your window fails, all that warm air you're paying for slips right out and the cold sneaks right in. That's why you need my friends, WindowNation.com. It's WindowNation.com. They got their buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale happening now. Also ask them how you could snag a pair of Icon Pass 2-day sessions. Stop letting your windows drain your comfort and your wallet. Schedule your quote today at windownation.com.
I'm Katie LaSalle, 9 News Weather Impact Team forecaster and outdoor enthusiast who loves to hike in Boulder County. I love preparing you for your day ahead. Whether it's tracking the frigid storm coming in or giving you the latest snow totals for your favorite mountain, we've got you covered. Because weather never stops, and neither do we. Make the move to Colorado's #1 streaming newscast. Make the move to 9 News Mornings. Weekday mornings, live starting at 4:30, anywhere you watch.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, 2-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer.
This February, save 25% off all primetime functional trainers, home gyms, and racks. Work out on your schedule on the equipment you choose from the safety and comfort of your own home. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Sharp criticism.
Mark Schlereth a pansy.
Cries for help.
Dude, wake up.
No.
I need better from you.
And a little bit of tough love.
If the truth gives you a wedgie, then you know what? Buy better underpants.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
There's a fire, call the fireman. If you're in pain, babe, call a doctor. Don't be afraid to.
4-down territory coming up in just a little bit. NFL Combine getting ready to kick off. We'll get to
what
all
is
that.
that? Does it kick off tomorrow? The Combine?
Yeah, but
Tomorrow?
the competition committee got together to meet yesterday.
Uh-huh.
We'll talk about that coming up in 4-down. But, Sean Payton, George Payton scheduled to talk tomorrow. What do you think? You know Sean pretty well. Is Sean going to be, because you know the first question, the third question, the 8th question, it's going to be the highlight of
About play calling?
About play calling. Do you
Yeah.
think he gives us a clear answer?
No. Why would he? Why would he give us clarity? He's going to, I would.
Mark, because it's the off season and Sean wants to be nice. Remember when he was at the Combine, was it last year, 2 years ago? He brought all the media out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he felt bad how he treated them during the regular season. So he brought them all out to St. Elmo's. I like, what was it, like a 3-hour dinner, paid for dinner, which was very nice. But
where he's just waxing poetic.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's gonna give us any. Hey, listen, I can't really give you insight on what I don't know how it's gonna go. You know, it's a field thing. We gotta figure it out. We're still kind of manipulating the coaching staff. We just got Ronald Curry in there. Like, there's a lot of moving parts relative to the way the plays are going to be called. There's a lot of moving parts. So why would he give us any information?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to give it to us. I don't. I think he's just going to, kind of play it like Mark said and say, we're trying to figure out our staff and get everything together, and we got some new pieces with this staff, and Davis Webb, we like what he can do, and we're still evaluating that side of things, but we feel good about bringing Johnny Morton back into the fold, but that hasn't been determined yet. Or he might just tell us. What do you mean? I'm calling the plays. I've always called the plays. What kind of stupid question is that, Mike Kliss?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me that, Kliss?
Yeah.
Of course, I'm calling the plays. That's what I do. I'm a play caller.
Evans.
I'm the head coach.
Evans. Yeah, that's right. Evans.
So I don't think he's going to tell us anything. And if he does, I think it's just going to be, I'm calling the plays. What do you think, Evans?
That'd be a bummer. Desperate times call for desperate measures. You know what this means?
What?
You know what we need?
What?
Only one person can save us from this.
Ooh.
We need Kay Adams.
Is Kay at the combine? She's got to be at the combine.
Kay has to do is go, hey, Sean, are you going to call the plays? And he'll be like, yes, I am.
Davis Webb's a play caller, Kay.
Whatever, Kay. What do you want to know, Kay? You want to know what our first play of the season is going to be, Kay? Let me tell you.
That's a good point. Release the secret
She's the weapon. Yep.
Yeah. Is she going to be at the combine? We need to figure that out.
We got to get her there.
Can you? I'm going to text her and say, can you ask Sean who's going to be calling plays when you sit down with him at the combine?
Right. And don't let him off the hook.
Right.
Because, also he'll start, trying to play the game. Then he plays with everybody else. Yeah. And then she'll be like, really, Sean?
Really, Sean?
You don't know? Come on.
Come on, Sean.
Come
you
on.
know. Just the two of us.
Do it for the orange and blue. You can call the place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's how it's going to work.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Johnny Morton is back to round out the staff. What a year it was for Johnny Morton. He gets plucked off of Sean's staff here to go be the offensive coordinator in Detroit, replacing Ben Johnson, big shoes to fill. And for the first 8 games of the year, they're 5-3, and the Lions offense is averaging 30 points per game. But apparently Dan Campbell doesn't like the way it's going, or there's some sort of personality clash between him and Morton, or maybe between Jared Goff and Morton. But he takes away the play calling. The rest of the way, the Lions go 4-5, averaging 27 points per game. So they were actually statistically win-loss and points per game better with Morton calling plays than Campbell calling plays. But not only does Morton get stripped, he gets fired after 1 year. You've done enough Detroit games to know what the dynamic is over there. That seemed a little head-scratching to you that Morton not only fell out of favor so quickly, but ended up getting fired after 1 year.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something in regards, as you mentioned, to the quarterback not liking the way things are going, or not having a feel for it, or maybe it's if you dug in deeper, is it tying the running game to the play action game? And I don't know what the answer there is, Mike, but certainly there was something that didn't mesh well. And I gotta imagine, like, Ben Johnson and Jared Goff were so connected at the hip, and they were so on the same page. I got to imagine there's something going on where Jared Goff didn't feel comfortable with stuff, and therefore Johnny Morton fell out of favor.
Yeah, it just didn't work. I really don't care. That's Detroit's problem. That's Dan Campbell. I mean, that has nothing to do with us here. So Johnny Morton did a good job when he was here. He works well with Sean, so I think that's a positive. He's not going to be calling plays here. He's going to be helping out with the pass game. He knows Bo. He's been here with Bo, Bo's rookie year. So Sean had to have one of his boys back, right? I mean, you can't fire them all and not have, Carmichael and Lombardi are gone. I mean, who's left?
Yeah, but then he brings back Ronald Curry.
Yeah, but Curry hasn't been with them forever. I mean, they were together.
Jordan Humphrey.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Coaching internship.
Right. Yeah. Coaching.
Like a grad assistant.
Yes.
Oh,
now,
my God.
I don't know what kind of personality. Is Johnny Morton one of those guys? And I've heard, but I don't know. I don't know Johnny Morton. Is he one of those screamers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I've heard.
I only know that from being out at training camp, and you just watch him, just like he is a screamer.
Yeah.
And he'll be yelling at the guys, which you don't see a lot of, but so that's why it stands out.
So that's what I have heard. Old school, and some of the new school players don't take kindly to.
I can see how
guys screaming.
Cal's own Jared Goff, California Cool, probably couldn't handle that.
Like
although Ben Johnson seems like he's a pretty intense dude too, though.
Ben is pretty, yeah.
Like if he wasn't happy with Jared Goff, he probably ripped off his shirt and like, you see these?
Yeah.
You see these?
You see these?
Throw better.
You see these guns?
Throw better. I don't know.
Could happen.
But I think it's good here, right, Mark? I mean,
yeah.
Bring Morton back. I think he's good at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be interesting, though, to see how the whole staff shakes up and is put together and eventually
Well, that
who's
was going to be
calling
my
it.
question, because you're heading into Bo's all-important third year. This is the year that Mike Shanahan used to say, hey, a quarterback never really takes off until the third year in his system. A year from now, Bo's going to be eligible for one of those huge contracts. I mean, I'm talking probably 5 years, $300 million, because $60 million is going to be the new going rate for these quarterbacks by that point. And you're heading into this all-important third year with a new look to this offensive coaching staff. Lombardi's gone. Carmichael's gone. Sean's here, but maybe in a different role. Davis Webb is the intriguing new up-and-comer, but he's never called plays before. Ronald Curry's here in a different role. You got a new quarterback coach. Johnny Morton's back in. Are you excited about the newness, or does this newness represent a real risk going into such a make or break year?
No, I'm excited about it. I think it's great. He's got good coaches. And I think there's always, like, you're in the same system, but there's always that communication of coach to player, player to player. How are we looking at these things? What are the nuance of these plays? I think there's always room for growth. There's always a different perspective to look at things that help you understand and grow as a football player from a knowledge standpoint. So I think all those things, they're a challenge, but I think they're a good challenge.
Yeah, no risk at all. I mean, same offense, right? Offense isn't changing. So Sean Payton's still here, and I'm expecting him to call plays. Even if he doesn't call plays, he'll take it back in a second if he thinks it's going bad. So, you got your offensive line coaches still here, which is important. And Johnny Morton's been here before. He's coming back. So, Davis Webb, his quarterback coach now, is the offensive coordinator in title. We'll see if he calls plays. Bo knew before this quarterback coach that's going to be new this year as a quarterback coach. He's been in the building. He's been around there, right? He was just assistant, like GA coach, what do they call quality control coach. So he's been there. So I don't think, the only thing you really changed is you got rid of a couple old heads in Lombardi and Carmichael, and then your receiver coach, and brought in a new receiver coach, really. I don't think it's a risk at all.
I definitely think the theme is new voices, new approach, the idea of fresh ideas, whether it is an acknowledgement that, hey, maybe Carmichael and Lombardi have been around, very good lieutenants, but time to move on. Also, Sean's own admission that, hey, I'm getting a little bit older. I can't be as, worried about driving in the rain. He made those comments. Maybe this is an acknowledgement that, hey, newer, fresher, outside the box idea, way of thinking, but still based around, this offense and his beliefs, but just some different voices in his ear than he's had maybe before.
Yeah.
You don't buy it? Look at the staff. The staff is different. It's much younger.
Well, Carmichael got hired by Buffalo. Now, you fired Lombardi, but a lot of that is because Davis Webb, you either had to promote him and make him an offensive coordinator, or he was going to be gone. He was going to get a chance to call plays somewhere else. So that's strategic. And you didn't like your receiver coach. I look at Sean and think there is nobody that thinks he knows more about football than Sean, and rightfully so, man. The guy's been unbelievably successful. So if you just think all of a sudden he looked at himself and said, I really need some fresh ideas. I really need some new coaches on my staff.
I might be losing it.
I might be, yeah. Ooh,
no?
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't know anybody that's any more confident than Sean is confident about what he does.
No, I don't think it's that. But I think at the same time, you don't want things to get stale, right? And you don't want people and coaches to get complacent. So it's not just him. You want to freshen things up. Like you're not making too much change where, hey, it's a new offense for Bo. It's not that. But you also want some fresh new ideas, put some other younger guys in more of a position of power to where their voice is heard more. it's Lombardi and Carmichael. It's the same thing over and over. It gets stale. Now all of a sudden you get some new energy in the building. And so do we really think that, like, you had to fire a guy like Kerry Colbert? I'm sure he was a good coach, right? I mean, but at the same time, you want to freshen some things up and not get some new energy in the building. And so you got rid of a couple old heads. You promote Davis Webb. You get a new quarterback coach there. You bring in another receiver coach. I think there is something to be said about sometimes when you're in a building, sometimes it's just, in a guy like Sean Payton, an older guy, you can get stuck in a rut. And I think that he looks at it and says, I don't want to be that old guy that just is surrounded by my buddies and we just continually do the same things. I want fresh new ideas. I want to empower some of these younger guys to maybe bring some different things here to the offense, some different points of view and some different ways of doing things to this offense.
I think you always want to be challenged. You always want to be, but again, do I think all of a sudden Sean is just going to turn over the play calling duties or turn over the offense or not have the input? No, he's going to be in charge. But to Stokes' point, I think freshening things up, getting some dissenting opinions on things is important. That's an important growth process of anybody's football life or anybody's football cycle, so to speak. So,
and the offense needs to be better. Let's be frank about it. The offense needs to be better, right? So
absolutely,
it's not like, oh, I know you're in charge of it as a head coach, but at the same time, I like the fact that Sean looks at it and says, okay, we need to be better. We need to get better. We need to improve. It would have been very easy for him to say, oh, look, I got receipts. Look at my record. Look how good I am as an offensive coach. He didn't do that. So I like that about Sean. He's actually able to look and be critical of his offense and say it's not good enough. It hasn't been good enough. So I think that's a positive here.
We mentioned this a week or so ago that Sean is exactly at the same age that Mike Shanahan was at when Shanahan was in Washington and put together a staff that had young Sean McVay, young Matt LaFleur, young Mike McDaniel, young Raheem Morris, and maybe an acknowledgement, and young Kyle Shanahan, an acknowledgement that, maybe having younger voices, not fundamentally changing the way that you feel about the game, but just recognizing that maybe a newer, younger, fresher approach isn't the worst thing to have once you arrive at a certain point in your career. Shanahan did it, and it maybe we're seeing Sean take a page out of Mike's book with what he's doing this offseason.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it didn't work for Mike.
It did not work for Mike. They were not good.
Those guys all went on.
That was a tricky situation there with
the
RG3
owner,
and the owner.
Yeah,
right.
Without question. And all those guys went on that you mentioned went on to have unbelievable success. That's part of their growth process as well, but they did it elsewhere. So, but recognizing guys who are like-minded, guys who bring new ideas, guys who have energy, like all those things are important.
All right,
but just real quick, I think also you want some new guys, you want some new ideas, some fresh approaches, but also he's got an old guy in there too that he knows and he can trust in Johnny Morton, right? So it's not a bunch of old guys, it's not a bunch of new guys, young guys. You still have a veteran presence there with Johnny Morton as a pass game coordinator that Sean trusts. And so I think that's important. It's having a good mesh between young and old, and I think they do have that offensively.
By the way, is he old enough that he needs to drop the Johnny? Should be John now.
Wait, what?
It's like Jimmy Haslam, Really? At some point, you have to stop being a Jimmy and be a James.
No, I don't.
You have to stop being a Johnny and be a John.
Yeah.
Really? Is that how it goes?
I don't know. How old can you be and still
go by Johnny?
Hey, little Johnny.
Yeah.
You can't be a big Johnny. You're a little
like at what point does our Johnny Fever start?
That's what we need to ask.
At what point do we start having to call him John? Because right now he's still Johnny.
He could be Johnny for a
while. Have you thought about that, Sember?
Have
you thought about when you're going to have to go to John from Johnny?
Yeah.
Johnny I've gone by John since I was like 27. But people just naturally call me Johnny.
Do you get mad at him?
No, because I grew up like everyone called me Johnny, so I just kind of said, yeah, my name's John, but all my friends call me Johnny.
Okay. I could see him getting to a point where he might start snapping, though.
Yeah, Johnny's got a little
tightly
trigger.
wound at times. Yeah, he's getting bigger too. He's getting a little bit buff, so he might at some point say, "I mean, you're gonna call me Johnny again? You call me Johnny one more time."
Johnny could put on another 30 pounds and still not break 180.
180, 160.
That's
Yeah,
true.
160. So, I mean, I don't know.
But it's tight.
It's science.
It's tight, though. It's tight. We
I'm
got
a little
two.
concerned with how much you've referenced Johnny's.
I've noticed
body
it though.
lately.
He's putting the
It's
work
just
in.
been
I think
bothering
you're
me a
just.
little
I
bit.
think. Yeah, I think you're jealous that Johnny's work is self-evident and yours maybe not so much.
I don't know. I think Mark's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of pot calling the kettle black, and you're.
Yeah, but I'm not out every day with Fuji getting yoked.
It's just a matter of rearranging the chairs on the Titanic, Mike.
Time for 4 Down Territory. That's good.
Welcome to 4 Down Territory, where Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth keep you up to date on the latest buzz from around the Denver sports scene and beyond. Kicking it off with First Down.
So, we didn't get really into this story that much last week, but on the heels of the Chiefs leaving Missouri to go to Kansas, what do you guys think about this possibility of the Chicago Bears, the Bears, going to Indiana?
Dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like,
not we.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
What's the city of Chicago doing? The Bears are an institution. You can't get something done with a new stadium? What do we?
Is this
F around and find out?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you got bad politicians. This is what happens. This is it right here. All of a sudden, you play this game. Who has the leverage? NFL teams have the leverage, folks.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to play by our rules? You want to make things difficult? Guess who does it?
Yeah.
Indiana.
Right.
Someone will play by your rules.
Yeah.
Because teams, cities, states, they want NFL teams. You know what kind of revenue that is? But you think teams won't leave because you're Chicago? Huh.
Right.
Are the Bears
How did
using
it work out for the Chargers in San Diego?
Yeah, exactly.
How did it work? And you look at that deal. That was them hating the Spanos family.
But
because
whatever it is.
that whole deal was it was going to be subsidized by people like you and I that go to San Diego for a vacation.
Right.
It was all going to be subsidized by hotel tax and everything else, and they still voted it down.
Of
How'd
course.
that work out?
Exactly. Now what do they have?
Nothing.
Exactly. So, I still think that, like Chicago now and the governor and the mayor, like they know now, like, we're screwed here. We can't be, the captains of this ship and watch the Bears leave to go to Indiana. I think they're going to get it fixed. I think they're going to figure it out.
Here's
and
what's
say,
happening
what
here.
do y'all want? It's
Chicago-
leverage.
Right now, the Bears are using Indiana as leverage like the Broncos used the Lone Tree. They had the possibility of Lone Tree, and people like you freaking out about the idea of Lone Tree. Just to, hey, Lone Tree will take the new stadium. Lone Tree will take the Broncos, and before you know it, it was done where it's going to get done downtown. So.
Yeah, this state is so lucky that it's the ownership group, Greg Penner, Carrie Walton Penner, Big Robson Walton,
big pockets.
Yeah, Robson. They're so lucky that that's the ownership group because guess what? What's happening in Chicago probably would be happening here. Or that stadium that's being built by the owners, because it wouldn't have got passed if you voted for it, right? We understand that. We all know that, right? It wouldn't have got passed, right, Evans? You're not focused. Mark, it wouldn't have got passed. I mean, Evans is
right.
He's not focused.
I was getting ready for the next story.
No. But that stadium would have been in Lone Tree. That's where it would have been because Lone Tree would have got it passed.
Gosh,
so,
can you imagine a tree with a stadium like that? You trying to get into work and me just living right there?
I couldn't sleep for the whole time that they brought up Lone Tree. So yes.
Yeah, you were panicked at that idea. Oh, part of me was.
This is what happens, though.
Part of me was rooting for it to happen, but
of course because you're a bad guy.
I'm
you're a bad guy.
I'm mean-spirited that way. Yeah, I'm like Cody.
Second down.
Lovable on the outside, but cold black heart inside, just dead. All right. Next, we have the NFL Competition Committee. There is no proposal to ban the tush push this season. Off-season last year, it was hotly contested. This year, it's not. Do you have you now accepted the tush push, and is it good for the NFL?
It's fine with me. I like the tush push. I don't have any issue with it. Find a way to stop it.
I hate the tush push. I didn't care last year. I didn't want them to ban it last year. I didn't want it. I wanted to see it. Just like, why are you banning it? But now, I think it's just so stupid. I do. It's a terrible play. The refs can't call it the right way. Guys are false starting. Guys are offsides. So it's just, and it's a bad football play. It's a terrible football play. So I hate watching it. I hate seeing it, but it kind of is what it is.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Just a bunch of beef. Beef.
Just a terrible play.
Beef on beef.
It's Arby's. Where's the beef?
Oh yeah.
Not that. No, really. That was Wendy's.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Arby's is we have the meat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Or so you think it's meat.
Third down.
It is
really?
right? Please.
Is it really?
I ate a lot of Arby's in college.
I never was an Arby's.
When you think
I love their roast beef sandwich. It's underrated.
When you
it
think
is.
of how much quote unquote
stop.
roast beef they sell
it's
every
fourth down.
year.
What do we got here, Evans?
All right, here
do
it
we
is.
have anything?
All right,
We're done.
real quick. The new kickoff rules were a huge success. We got a ton more kickoffs this year than we have in the past. That part of the game is back. But the onside kick continues to be just a worthless, useless, no-hope play. And every year it's brought up the idea of coming up with a replacement where a team can do 4th and 15 or a 4th and 20 play instead of an onside kick. Has the time come for the NFL to embrace that rule change rather than the onside kick?
No. 4th and 20? Why are you giving a team a chance at 4th and 20?
Or 4th and 15 or 4th and 13 or whatever.
So you just score, and now you're going to kick off. Instead, you say, you know what? Instead of kicking off, we're going to take it 4th and 20 and see if we can get it.
So it's in the place of an onside kick.
Yeah.
So you're down to what would be an onside kick.
Stupid.
You have the ball at the 35.
Stop. Yeah, we got him. Mike, stop.
You don't want it?
No.
You'd rather watch an onside kick.
Yeah. So you're going to bail out the team that's getting their ass kicked.
Yep.
And, all of a sudden, hey, all you got to do is get a 4th and. No, it should be hard. It should be hard to get an onside kick. That's the point. It shouldn't be easy. I saw some of them get recovered this year, so it's not like it can't happen.
I saw a couple guys muff them and everything.
I like watching that. Yeah, they can't bail a team out. Oh, 4th and 15? That's dumb. No.
Stupid.
I'm with you, Mark.
Stupid.
Okay. All right. What say you? Let us know. That is what's going on in 4-down territory. Up next, we'll reset the biggest stories of the weekend. You know what was number one. That was next.
Does Sean Payton need a home run hitter in the running back room?
Travis Etienne is the type of playmaker that the Broncos need on their offense. He's a guy that gets to top speed instantly. He gets to and through the hole quickly. He explodes on the linebacker level, and he's got the long speed that you could have a simple handoff for Travis Etienne, and all of a sudden it's a 60-yard run.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
We love talking about dynasties. The Ford F-150 is a legit dynasty. For 50 years, they've been America's best-selling truck, which only makes the deal at Siltahar Motors right now that more amazing. They have to move their 2025 inventory, which means right now get up to $10,000 off all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s, plus 0% financing for 72 months, 6 years. No interest. Siltahar Motors, 4 big dealerships in one. Ford, Lincoln, Volvo, and Mazda, conveniently located at Highway 36 in Wadsworth in Broomfield. Check out their entire inventory and do all your shopping from your couch at sthmotors.com. And know you're working with a company you can trust, locally and family-owned for over 66 years now. 66, that's not luck, that's earned by doing business the right way. And in honor of this President's Day, that means joining the dynasty that is the Ford F-150. $10,000 off and 0% financing for 6 years on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s. Best prices, best selection, most trusted. Siltahar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather. new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends, Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Let me tell you about my store. I wore glasses growing up, and then when I hit my 30s playing for the Broncos, I had LASIK surgery. That was awesome. But when I hit my mid-50s, I started needing readers for everything I did. Watching film, studying plays, you name it, I needed them. Going out to dinner, menus. Well, I decided to go see Dr. Cudarelli at Cudarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange, and I can tell you firsthand, it's an absolute game changer. Don't need those readers anymore, guys. You can join Dr. Cudarelli for his live webinar. That's Wednesday at noon. You can learn about refractive lens exchange from Cudarelli Vision. It's the perfect opportunity to meet Dr. Cudarelli, have him answer all the questions you have about Cudarelli Vision RLE. Like, hey, man, how long is it going to take? How different is it from LASIK surgery? Am I a good candidate? All those things. He's the most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures right here in Colorado. So check it out. That's Cudarelli Vision live webinar at noon on Wednesday. Register at coloradorle.com. That's coloradorle.com. Colorado Cudarelli Vision RLE. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. coloradorle.com.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first, on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Sex, intimacy, love. These three things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Punch up behind the net, and it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes pushing around the car. United States with numbers. Walk across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the ball. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
What a game. What a tournament. What a team. Team USA, for the first time in 46 years, wins the gold medal, and delicious irony of ironies, they did it on the same exact day of the Miracle on Ice upset of the Soviet Union, February 22nd, 1980, February 22nd, 2026. Gold medals for Team USA. It was awesome. The memories are ones that we're going to take as sports fans for a long time. The reaction after they won it was amazing. If you weren't bawling watching Johnny Gaudreau's kids out there on the ice as they were taking the team photo, there's something wrong with you. It was that cool of a moment. We're here to recap that and a terrific sports weekend all the way around. Brandon Stokley, Mark Schlereth. Stoke, I know you were fired up for this on Friday as we were looking ahead to it. You were up early. Cody woke you up early to let you know he wanted to watch the game after you got done peeing a couple times in your house. Five times. What kind of emotions were you feeling watching that game?
Well, I was nervous there in the third, obviously. I mean, you just kept holding your breath, and you're like, wait, that's got to go in. I mean, you see Taves wide open. What a save. But in the moment, you're saying, okay, well, that's a goal. That's probably going to be it. McKinnon, wide open, net, and just whiffs on it. And it's like, oh, my gosh, like this, how are we still in this game? And but the way that they finished it off there in overtime, that was fun. That was awesome. So exciting. And to watch those guys and how much they really, like, USA Hockey. I mean, they're just real dudes, and they love representing our country, and it shows, right? They really do. They love it. And you're talking about, a lot of them are NHL players, and they make a bunch of money. But you saw it in the Four Nation face-off, which I was shocked to see how competitive those guys were in that. And then now you fast forward to the Olympics, and to be able to do it to Canada. I mean, what does Canada have to live for anymore? I mean, seriously, like your one sport that you have, the only thing that you have in Canada besides what? Maple syrup. Yeah, besides maple syrup is hockey. And then we just took that from you. The women did it and the men did it. Oh, my goodness, it's tough. It's a tough week to be a Canadian.
Do you think Canadians right now are just waving the white flag?
I think so.
We surrender.
I think so.
We surrender.
Can y'all come take us?
Yeah.
We want to be a part of you.
It is a national day of mourning. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I cannot state that emphatically enough. Like, had Team USA lost yesterday, all right, it'd be, that's too bad. That was a great story. I would have really liked to, but we would have moved on pretty quickly on to the next thing.
Yeah. On to the combine.
But that's right. But there, oh my goodness. It is.
That's all they have.
It is truly a national day of mourning up there. I can't state that emphatically enough,
dude. But they have that and Loverboy. Like those are the two things that Canada has.
Who?
And Loverboy.
Well,
Hoover.
Turn me
a little
loose.
bit more.
Rush? Will you go Rush? That and Rush?
Nickelback?
Nickelback. Oh. Yeah, Nickelback.
Now we're starting to speak Stokely's language.
Yeah.
Drake? Yeah, Drake.
Yeah.
I mean.
Maybe Drake put the curse on him, the Drake curse.
Oh, yeah. Was he wearing a
Maybe
Canadian jersey?
He probably bet on him.
Stoke, I think you nailed it. It's what makes that such a fun team is that they cared. And they showed how much they cared. And they showed how much they enjoyed playing. Mark always says, he didn't want to let his teammates down.
That's right.
You got that sense watching that team that they felt that way. And the fact that a bunch of highly paid millionaires could be, put together, seemingly on the fly like this to go over and play and represent us and to play with that kind of passion and to show us all how much it mattered to them. That's contagious. That's the kind of stuff that's contagious. And a lot of times as fans, we just want to see the teams we root for show us you care. Show it matters to you as much as it matters to us, the fans who live and die with this kind of thing. Well, now you take it onto that grand stage that is the whole country, and to have a team that you can root for that clearly feels pride in wearing the name on the front of their jersey rather than the name on the back, then that's something that becomes easy to root for and feel really good when they do pull it off and win.
Were you watching the third period just thinking, can Hellebuck continue to do what he's doing? I just was like, He was phenomenal.
Listen,
Just phenomenal.
I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw that, when it became clear he was their number one, I thought that was going to ultimately be the U.S.'s weakness because we saw Hellebuck a few years ago after having a great year for Winnipeg during the regular season, stopped everything, and then got into the playoff series against the Avs, and the Avs made him look ordinary. And this was despite him doing all his eye exercises. And remember that? Before games, he'd be like, weird. Adam Gase sat back and
Gase
said,
was like,
what are you doing, dude?
That guy's eyes are all out of control.
A little weird, you know?
No strays on Gase today, okay?
But
my
so
guy.
I would not have thought that Connor Hellebuck would be the reason why they won a gold medal, but he was.
He was, without question. And I just kept going because what did Team Canada outshoot us by?
42-28.
20, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dramatic.
Well,
and
in the third, it was very dramatic in the third. I mean, it was felt like 20-2.
Yeah, and I just kept thinking to myself, man, is Hellebuck going to be able to hold up? Is he going to be able to hold up? And he was He was freaking awesome. It is Jim Craig-esque, right? Didn't Jim Craig do that in the gold medal game?
Well, in the Soviet game,
in the Soviet
they
game,
got to talk about. All right, here comes strays at Nathan McKinnon, but you want to talk about the better team not winning in that game. The U.S. got outshot 39-16.
Yeah,
39-16 in the Miracle on Ice game, 42-28, which did lead to the quote from Nathan McKinnon, who said, "You be the judge of who is the better team today." And McKinnon's catching heat from Avalanche fans over this one. Like, come on, dude.
I mean, he's not lying. The Canadians were on the ice. I mean, the ice was tilted. I don't care. I don't either.
You had Devon Taves finish. Nathan McKinnon finish.
When you say, hey, clearly we were the better team, I don't have a problem with that. You were the better team. You didn't win. You weren't the grittier team. You weren't the tougher team. You weren't the mental. This is like the juxtaposition of the way Team USA played versus the way the Nuggets are playing here down the stretch. The tougher team won. That to me is what really matters, and that's what Team USA did. They just out-toughed them.
Well, the better team doesn't mean anything in sports. Doesn't mean anything. I was a better team a lot. Doesn't mean that.
How'd that work out?
Doesn't mean that you're going to win the game. I mean, it comes down to executing and finishing, and so I felt like we were the better team against the Ravens when we lost in the playoffs. I know we were a better team than them, but you know what? They made the plays when it mattered the most, and we lost. I mean, so it doesn't matter who the better team is. That doesn't get you anywhere.
That's right.
You've got to finish games off, and the USA did that. Canada didn't.
You know who's the better team? Green Bay Packers. And then the speech happened.
Oh, the speech. Yeah.
Then what happened to him?
Yeah, but you guys were the better team that day. I mean, so the game yesterday was Canada. I mean, McKinnon's point is, well, we were the better team. I'm like, well, no, you weren't. I mean, if it doesn't matter if you have all these golden chances.
They were the better team.
But you didn't finish.
No, I know, but they were the better team. Like, when you look at everything, shots and all these things, they were the better team. Like, if you watched that game, you said, okay, yeah, Canada was the better team. They had so many more opportunities.
To Stokes' point, man, I've lost some games where we were the better team.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
You were better than Jacksonville.
Way better
if you
than
played them
Jacksonville.
10 times, you beat them 9 out of 10.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you weren't better than them that day.
We lost that game.
Right.
We were still better than them.
John Cooper, the Tampa Bay coach, the head coach of Team Canada, on the 3-on-3 format. Quote, you take 4 players off the ice, now hockey's not hockey anymore. There's a reason overtime and shootouts are in play. It's all TV-driven to end games, so it's not a long time. There's a reason why it's not in the Stanley Cup Final or playoffs. Look, preach, man. I agree with you. I did not like the idea of the 3-on-3, and I said so last week. But I said it last week when the U.S. and Canada were both benefiting and winning playing 3-on-3. To complain about it after you lose the gold medal game, it just comes across as sour grapes. You knew the rules going in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can have this conversation like we did last week about the merit of having 3-on-3, and I'll tell you, I think it's a dumb way to decide an Olympic medal game, but them's the rules, and you weren't crying about 3-on-3 when you won a 3-on-3 medal game. What, against Czechia, right? So you weren't complaining about 3-on-3 then. Don't come at me with this after you've lost 3-on-3.
Yeah. Handle your business. By the way, if you're the better team and the ice opens up, shouldn't the better team that has, a dominance in shots on goal, shouldn't the better team with the quote-unquote better players, a better roster, shouldn't that team win?
You had what, McDavid, McKinnon, and Makar out there?
Did McDavid win?
McDavid, this is weird.
What is up with this?
So this is twice now McDavid, despite losing, was named like the MVP. He won a Conn Smythe in losing the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah.
And now he was named the most outstanding player in the tournament despite losing. So
that's just stupid. That's stupid.
This guy's a highly awarded loser.
What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing?
Yeah, how is this guy winning these things?
So they gave out an award for most valuable player?
Yeah.
For the tournament.
Yeah.
Not just for the game.
For the tournament.
So how is it not see, I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah.
So this is breaking news to me. It is stupid, Ty. How is it not Hellebuck? Seriously, that is the dumbest thing ever. This guy lost.
How many total goals did Hellebuck give up over the whole tournament?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Hellebuck was on the All-Star All-Olympic team.
That's crazy.
But McDavid was named the MVP.
Despite losing. Did McDavid have more points than anybody else in the Olympic tournament?
In the tournament, yes.
Yes!
But he loses again. You know what that means? Connor McDavid is once again a loser.
Yes!
Yes,
I love it.
Dry-side loser.
Oh.
Zach Hyman sucks. Evan Bouchard sucks. Evander Kane sucks. Ryan Nugent Hopkins sucks. Yeah, the Oilers suck. Oh, yeah.
What's the fascination? I mean, I understand that he's a great player, but what's the why are we giving him awards when he's the loser?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's so Canadian.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
More Canadian voters,
dude.
But it has
more
been
Canadian voters.
It has been fun to watch how the old blood is thicker than water line, right? Like, hey, country comes first over team, allegiance, and the idea that you had diehard Avalanche fans rooting and really even coming after some of the Avalanche players, especially the Canadian guys. So, McKinnon, after he had that whole "you be the judge of who the better team was," I'm hearing this from a guy who I know is a diehard Avalanche fan, and he put out on Twitter pretty big words from a guy who missed an open net from 8 feet. I mean, this guy's a diehard Avalanche fan, and you'd think he was talking about a Dallas Star player. It just goes to show. I had another one from our guy Mickey, another big Avs fan, who had this to say when he saw that McKinnon cut, that McKinnon quote. He said, I think, getting caught up in the moment. Okay, caught up in the moment, but still, he said, if he really said this, bleep him. I hope the Avalanche don't win bleep.
I mean, all right,
everyone,
deep breath.
They become we and us and our guys again here in a couple days, but it does speak to how awesome, whether it was the Four Nations or this Olympic, how awesome it is that for at least a couple weeks, we get so caught up in it that our guys become the enemy.
Yeah.
And that when they make comments like that, it's like, oh, come on, Nate. Stop being a crybaby.
Yeah.
But on Wednesday,
they're the enemy.
He's our guy again.
They're the enemy. And
you
now
guys,
but I am concerned, and we talked about it earlier, and I was like,
I was going to lead up to this. I want to ask you guys this.
I am concerned. I know where you're going before you know where you're going.
Yeah.
So
I
am concerned that there's going to be a hangover. It's going to be a hangover here for some of these Canadians coming back. I mean, we have the right dudes. I mean, McKinnon, McCarr, obviously, and Taves. I mean, like, you would think that it won't be, but just to think you go 2 weeks like that and you battle the way they battled and you lost the way that they lost a game that you were better and you gave it up, and you know how devastating that is. How do you just get over it that quick? I don't know, man. Mark, I know I wouldn't be able to. It would be tough. So that I am concerned about a hangover here from some of these guys, especially the Canadians.
Well, that's on Brock Nelson. You guys know my rule. I'm a gracious loser, but I'm an absolute jerk when it comes to winning. If I was Brock Nelson, they would hate my guts. Could you imagine?
That's your teammate. You got to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see you, Mark, right now.
All right, you're
wait,
the only guy.
Wait. I could see you right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what would you do?
Right? No, I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Ooh, I'm very curious.
Just settle down. Hot tub, butt naked, gold medal on.
Absolutely,
gold medal on.
I would show up the very first day, walk through the locker room butt naked with just nothing but my gold medal.
Right?
Nothing but my gold medal.
I love it.
Like, hey, what'd you guys do over the break?
How was your break?
Yeah, how was your break? What'd you guys do? I was too busy winning a gold medal. Oh, dude, I'd be insufferable.
What'd you guys do the last couple weeks? Let's play show and tell.
Yeah.
What do you got? Here's what I got. Well, it will be fun because, you know, after, especially for the Canadian guys, going through, and these are our guys. These are our key guys. McKinnon, McCarr, Taves.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to think that the Olympic experience will be such that they'll come out spitting mad with vengeance on their mind. But part of me also wonders if there will be a hangover effect, at least for a while. You just came off 2 weeks of just the whole world watching, your whole country watching, the whole country counting on you, a feeling of letting them down, a feeling of a game you should have won. How do you just flush that? And especially, like, you know, get up for a Wednesday night game in Utah against the Mammoth.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. We'll
the
see.
other thing I would do is have my gold medal stuffy. What's those things? What do they call those
the
things?
Sloats.
The sloats. I'd have my gold medal stuffed animal in my locker.
That's so
just
bad.
just to let them know.
Yeah, that thing wouldn't survive.
I might take it out on the ice with me, like just in my little, you know, tucking into my jersey.
Hey, catch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
you can't touch my gold medal, but you can have my sloat.
Yeah. Hey, what's your sloat look like? Here's the gold medal sloat.
Are there different sloats?
I don't know.
Same sloats.
Oh, same
ones.
sloats.
Yeah,
Same sloats.
nothing
Same
different.
Same sloats.
Probably
What about Bednar?
Bednar came out and said,
I heard some of his quotes
he
last
said
night.
basically, you know, the guys that played over the weekend in the gold medal game, they'll get Wednesday off.
But how does he feel? Because obviously he wasn't on the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Oh, that
It's
part
John
of it?
Cooper. So was he like?
There may be a part of you that's kind of like,
Yeah, that's what you get.
That's right.
Canada, John Cooper. I should have been there. Sorry.
What's your first road trip outfit? You have a suit made that's like the American
Ooh.
flag.
Wow.
If you're Brock Nelson.
Wow.
Oh no, if you're Bedsy.
Oh, you're Betsy.
No, Betsy can't do it.
No,
but if
Betsy.
you're Brock,
If you're Brock, you just have an American suit on.
We're built different.
Oh, man. I could have a million different things.
You'd have so many great ideas.
Oh.
Which maybe wouldn't be the worst thing. Maybe just the best thing
This
that
just breaks the tension.
Just breaks the tension, right?
Yeah.
Just start having
no,
games
I
of
don't
life.
think so with these guys. This is
Especially
something
McKinnon.
different.
McKinnon's
It's like
so
this
tightly
is
wound. I don't know.
This
if
is
he'd
like
Might be good for McKinnon.
I don't know if he'd go along with it.
No, this is like losing the Super Bowl, though. This isn't anything to really, these guys are devastated, right? It's not like.
Yeah, I can't relate.
Yeah.
Never lost one.
Yeah,
so
but.
No, this is worse than losing the Super Bowl. This is.
Yeah.
This
Once
is.
every 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, you lose the Super Bowl. Yeah, the team, your teammates, the city, your fan base is upset, but the whole country's not upset.
Yeah, but as a player, I've never lost one either, Mark.
Yeah.
But I've heard as a player, like I could only imagine how devastated you are, and then you get to go off into the off season. These guys, again, to your point, I mean, it's now hey, we're not going to get another crack at this for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we were so close. We were the better team, which makes it even more painful.
Right.
We should have won. And now you're like, really? It's like to get back going. I just think it's a tricky situation for those guys.
It's on Brock Nelson to break the ice. Just to
like Mark Schlereth would
relieve the tension.
I don't know if there's breaking ice here with a guy like McKinnon and McCarr.
You're
right. Right?
You're right.
I mean, he's going to look at Brock Nelson and be like,
yeah,
whatever. This might be time to throw fists.
Yeah, that might not be the approach with Nate.
No, I think it's
slightly wound in these.
Well, you have to know, Mark. You have to know your personnel. You can't just
That's
can't
true.
one
That's
size
true.
fits all here and just say, because some people are wired a little bit differently. Which it's like
I think in the overall
you might get
scheme
smacked
of
in
things.
the face.
So overall scheme of things, after you took a beating,
would you do it with Romo?
Oh yeah,
Romanowski.
Yeah, what do I care? What's he gonna do?
That's true.
But it just depends on who it is.
He just doesn't care. He just
It
doesn't
depends
care.
on who it is. So I think in this situation probably wouldn't be the right. The Mark Schlereth approach would be
Probably
the wrong
not.
approach.
Here's one. I love McKinnon, but he's whining like a baby about losing to USA. It's remarkable. It really is the dynamic.
He didn't whine.
That took place.
I didn't hear whining.
Well, the
That's
whining
not
is
whining.
like, we were the better team.
Right.
If you didn't know the better team lost, then you don't know that kind
And
of
that's
thing.
fine. I don't really. I wouldn't. Why are we hating on that quote from him? Why?
Yeah,
I don't know. Why we're hating
I didn't
on
have
that.
any issue with it. I was like, the better team didn't win.
Mike,
sorry.
24 years I've been married today.
It's your anniversary today?
Anniversary today.
Congratulations.
You know what?
More
Anniversary
importantly,
today.
congratulations to Mrs. S.
Lana.
Can I tell you something?
Blow you a kiss.
It's my anniversary today as well.
Wait, what?
You guys both have wedding anniversaries
Are you
today?
serious?
Yes, dead serious.
Did we just become best friends?
Yes, we did.
Are we going to double date tonight? Are we going to do the double date
Let's
deal?
go to Brinkenhofer. We're going to the Klingerhofer. All right.
That's a Brinkerhoff. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Well, Mark asked why I wasn't
escalated
playing
quickly.
golf today. He's like, where are your golf gear? I said,
Yeah.
I'll tell you later. So I had to, like,
Well, I think you guys should go on a double date.
Yeah, my wife's out of town.
Stokes like, lucky Mark.
oh, damn it.
Dude, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Alana. So there you go.
More importantly to the true heroes in this equation.
Are you
Lisa
serious?
And Lana.
Dead serious.
Are you sure? You got
Dead
your dates
serious.
right?
Yeah,
Dead
right.
serious, yeah.
Are you sure? It's February 23rd.
February 23rd, yeah.
All
It's
right.
February's a horrible month. My wife's birthday's the 12th. Valentine's Day is the 14th. My anniversary's the 23rd. Bad planning.
I
It
have
was
that
bad
May.
planning.
May's bad for me.
Mother's Day,
And
birthdays.
birthday.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How about that?
And my wife's been doing a lot of fat shaming on me. So I told her if she keeps doing it, every time she does it, I'm going to say exactly what she says to me, and I'm going to call her out on air. So
She's a lady.
So
Coming up next.
a lot of fat shaming.
For all this talk about the Broncos needing to upgrade the running back room, was the solution under their nose all this time? That's next.
The champ! Are you ready? Do you consider yourself a super fan? Well, now's your chance to prove it. It's Denver Sports 1043 The Fan Super Fan Send-Off. Presented by 303 Law 4040. Sending you to Las Vegas for the biggest pro wrestling event in the world. A pair of 2-night event tickets, airfare, and hotel all included. Plus a $500 Visa card. So get in the ring and enter now at denversports.com/superfan. That's denversports.com/superfan.
Well, taking on the IRS is not a battle you want to fight alone. Better to take Advanced Tax Solutions and have them by your side. That's what my guy there, Todd Whalen's been doing for over 30 years now, passionately defending and working for his clients to get a resolution with the IRS, saving people thousands and thousands of dollars, not to mention relieving them of all that stress and anxiety. If you're facing tax levies, tax debt, back taxes, or any other type of tax problem, and the IRS is sending you aggressive warning letters, the good news is the IRS is open to finding a resolution, a compromise. The bad news is it's tough to do it on your own. Todd Whalen and Advanced Tax Solutions can navigate you through complex IRS and Colorado tax laws. They can negotiate on your behalf. They not only speak the language the IRS understands, but to put it in sports terms, they know the IRS playbook better than the IRS does. In these tough financial times, you may want to try and avoid the IRS. Actually, this may be the best time to work out a deal. The key is getting Advanced Tax Solutions on your team. Call 303-753-6040 and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hey guys, your boy Steve here from my friends at Mountain High Appliance. President's Day savings happening across all Mountain High Appliance showrooms through the 25th of this month with great options. Whether you need to replace an appliance or you want a full kitchen remodel, they've got your back, guys. Dishwashers starting at $359. Stainless steel kitchen packages starting at $1,999. Premium package savings. You can save up to $4,200 on select KitchenAid appliance packages. I'm telling you what, guys, exclusive, great local deals and additional in-store savings, guys. And they've got all the inventory of the big box stores, but with that price match guarantee, you know you're not going to get a better price elsewhere. And I love their employees are experts in appliances, making sure you get exactly what you need for you and your family, answering all your questions. You can visit a Mountain High Appliance showroom today in Littleton or Louisville, or their clearance center right there in Denver, Colorado, guys. I'm telling you what, you're going to be glad you did. Visit them at mountainhighappliance.com. That's mountainhighappliance.com.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
High five, Fama Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane.
Okay.
Yours was,
get off my plane. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Well, congratulations. We just found this out. What a happy happenstance.
And 10 years apart. Mark was 92, his wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
Mine was 02. Crazy.
Yeah.
Same day.
Well, congratulations,
How about
both
that?
of you.
Telling you what, kindred spirits. I mean, we were
This was just meant to be. This is like
because
the universe working
we were
together.
Getting coffee. We were getting coffee during one of the breaks. I said, "And no golf today. It's going to be a nice day today." Said, "Boom, anniversary." No, he said he didn't say that in the coffee room. He goes, "I'll tell you on air."
Yeah, I said I got to bring it up on air.
Yeah.
Right, and then here we are. We just found that out organically.
I like this on the RamosLaw.com text line. Hey, Evan, since you don't have a real wife, you can say today's your anniversary, too.
Yeah, it's a good point. You know what? It's a great point. That's a great point.
Actually.
So good.
Actually.
Oh, my gosh.
So shout out to Brett, one of our great listeners.
My goodness.
Met him at the CSU game the other night.
He's the one that had you sign your forehead?
Yeah, so this guy, I mean, this is awesome. A little creepy, but where I'm at the game and it's at halftime, and so we just come walking out and hanging out outside on the concourse, and guy comes up to me, he goes, Mike Evans. I said, yeah. He goes, hey, I heard you were going to be up here. Big listener. My name's Brett, everything like this. He goes, hey, I got something for you to sign. I know that Mark says you only get to sign napkins, but I got something else for you.
Right.
So he takes out a picture of me, and he says, can you sign it right across your forehead?
Wow.
I said, sure I can. So I signed to Brett, signed right across my 5 head.
Where did he take this picture out from?
And it was in his pocket. He brought it with him. He brought it with him to the game on the chance that he and I ended up meeting.
What is that called, Mark? Stage 5 clinger?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
He pulled that out of his pants.
Wait a second. I got for you something to sign. Let me unzip this thing.
Right here.
Wow.
Out of my fly comes the picture of Mike Evans.
Excuse me while and then he met my wife, Krista. So Brett has met my wife.
Interesting.
Brett was like, very nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. And I could tell what he was thinking. Well, nice to know you actually exist.
Well, we don't know if that's...
Or do you?
Yeah.
Right.
Or yes.
Or do you?
Is that the lady of the night for you?
Oh, jeez.
How much did she cost you for the date?
Boy. Great. My wife's driving into work. She just got referred to as the lady of the night. That'll go over real well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Hey, while we talk and analyze, we did Telestrator Tuesdays last week, special editions looking at free agent running backs, the need to upgrade the running back room. They spent a second-round pick on R.J. Harvey. Was the solution to the Broncos' running game under their nose all this while? Did you see over the weekend, Javonte Williams re-signed with the Dallas Cowboys, 3 years, $24 million, $16 million guaranteed. This coming off him getting a deal late in the offseason last year, a 1-year veteran minimum deal. He goes out and runs for 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns, averaging 4.8 yards per carry, basically doubling his output from the year before with the Broncos, and he gets rewarded for it. It begs the question, was Javonte Williams and patience with Javonte Williams coming back from an ACL the Broncos running back solution all along?
No, he needed a change of scenery. Sometimes you got to have a change of scenery to get back into your rhythm, get back into your groove. Here's you look at, I mean, it wasn't just 1 year, it was 2 years of just a lack of production coming off that devastating knee injury. He needed to clear his head. He needed a change of scenery. And ultimately, I think the other thing that you look at is, and again, this has been a criticism of mine for Sean's offense, is the menu of runs. Like, how do you ever get good at anything when you do everything? Like, there's nothing that you don't call. And so I think, and again, I haven't studied. I didn't do a Dallas game because I was hunkered down in the NFC South, but I would just say it'd be interesting to look at Dallas's running game and see what their menu looks like as far as the number of runs, the type of runs that they lean into.
Well, Mark, guess what? You're going to be doing that tonight for Telestrator Tuesday tomorrow. So there you go.
Today.
You ask, you shall receive. So we want you to break down all Javonte Williams' runs from last year.
252.
And let us know about the menu and how it compares to the Broncos.
Right.
And
all 252 carries?
Yeah. That'd be great if you could have that ready to go for us tomorrow. No, I mean, you asked about patience over here. I mean, how much patience do you want? I mean, he had the knee injury like 4 years ago. I mean, it wasn't working out here. That was it. So whatever. This system didn't fit him. He looked great early. It we saw it, 2 years ago. It was a head scratch. I mean, he was getting tripped up. He wasn't breaking tackles. So whatever. Sometimes, to Mark's point, change of scenery is just great for an athlete, great for a player, and you get re-energized. It's a new offense. Maybe he fits that offense a little bit better. It's all good. It wasn't going to work out here. I saw it for 4 years, okay? And then we saw it for a couple of years after the knee injury. It just wasn't going to work out here. So it's all good.
But coming off some of the complaints that you had about the run game, the run system this year, you don't wonder what it would have looked like with Javonte Williams being the lead back this year? Would it have looked the same, or would he have put up similar numbers to what J.K. Dobbins put up?
I mean, don't you think Dobbins? I mean, I don't know. Look through the first before Dobbins got hurt and see who was leading. I mean, who was a better runner. So Dobbins seemed like he was a great fit here. Javonte wasn't. So I think the Broncos made a good move by letting Javonte go. And bringing in J.K. Dobbins. I mean, the running game was really good. It was much better than when Javonte was here.
To be fair to, J.K. Dobbins, the Broncos running backs, the offensive line, Sean Payton, J.K. Dobbins through 10 games had 772 yards. You could do the extrapolation there of what that would have meant for 16 games. What he would have rushed for probably would have been
right around
close
1,200
to
bucks.
1,200 yards. Yeah. You say 1,200 bucks?
Yeah, 1,200 yards. Bucks, yards.
You getting ready to pay me again?
No.
Another $500 check?
Yeah.
No.
That's not going to happen for a while. You know that. No. He's like the mafia. He just gave you a little money. Now you're stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You should have turned it down and said, no, thank you. I got other options. And then, he would have started paying. Because who else is he going to do it with? He can't do it with anyone else. He's stuck with you.
He knows he's got me. I'm too far. I'm too far invested in this.
Yeah, he's way too
really
deep. I'm just dangling.
But what's the loyalty factor between y'all two? Because sometimes I get, when Mark's not here and it's just you and I, Mike. It's just like, I'm like, Mike, hey, we got this year's going to be fun in golf. Our partnership now, and we've been working together. Now I'll start inviting you to play golf. And because I don't do that just with anyone, you got to build up the trust and the friendship, and so now you're getting there. But then,
I like cigars,
right? You like cigars.
I like Bloody Marys,
right? Mm-hmm. And then now all these podcasts are gonna be like, Evans, let's go golfing today, baby. You're gonna be like, I can't, man. I got to do this podcast with Schlereth. So I mean, what is it? I mean, how are you? Are you all good, solid?
Yeah. See, there's the dangling.
Doesn't
carrot.
Feel like it.
The dangling carrot is strong for Mike. He's got a very strong, he could see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Gonna hit it big. It's
very loyal.
It's like finding gold. Like you just keep digging. We're gonna find some gold here. Eventually you got to find the gold, Mark.
I understand. And that's why you give it a little tiny nugget.
Okay.
It's like
gotcha.
a half an ounce.
Yeah.
And he's like, ooh, we're close.
Yeah. Right now I'm in the chicken nugget phase.
Yeah.
I'd like a.
It feels like this relationship is almost like Sean Payton and Lombardi. It feels like it's here. Like eventually somebody's getting fired.
Mike?
Yes.
I'm going to fire him.
Yes, that's what it feels like. I'm just saying.
Or it's like Sean and Bo Nix. And Bo's starting to get a little like.
Oh. Who's Bo Nix in this thing?
I'm Bo.
What do you mean? I'm Bo.
I'm Bo. James Marilat is set to join us coming up. And I'm wondering if after another one of these fourth quarter folds by the soft Nuggets, if maybe even James isn't missing himself a little Michael Malone. We'll find out. He'll join us after I ask you, have you signed up yet for our Pro Wrestling Superfans send-off presented by 303 Law 4040, where we're going to give you a chance to win a trip to Vegas, pair of 2-night tickets to the event, round-trip airfare for two from Denver to Vegas, 2 nights hotel stay, and a $500 Visa gift card. It's easy to sign up. It's free to sign up, but you do have to sign up. To sign up, go to denversports.com/superfan.
He's Bo Nix, the most proven quarterback from his draft class.
So I got a guy in Bo Nix who's thrown the most touchdowns, who has got a low interception rate, who's got the lowest sack rate, and the most wins. And what do I value in football more than any other projection or forecast? Production. Am I concerned about the injury stuff? I am. But if we're re-ranking this class, I would take Bo Nix number 2.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, looking for the best deal on TRT? Don't pay hundreds of dollars out of pocket for a franchise or settle for one of those one-size-fits-all doses from your doctor just because they take your insurance. At Synergenics and Low T Center, you can get powerful TRT dosed for your body and get it covered by insurance. Synergenics Low T Center work with most insurance plans and customize each dose of TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. So if you're feeling tired, grumpy, lacking energy, motivation, not making gains at the gym, you know what? It could be your TRT. Make sure you choose Low T Center where the TRT actually works. And tell you what, right now, this February, they're offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s, making getting back on track as easy as possible. So don't miss out on this unbelievable opportunity. Go to Synergenics.com or lowtcenter.com to book an appointment online today. That's Synergenics.com or lowtcenter.com. Make sure you book that appointment today and start feeling your best.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Who wants the lowest rate for life?
I do.
Everyone does, but it's only U.S. Mortgages. Lock in a low rate today, and if rates fall in the future, we will redo your loan and lower your rate without any lender fees, including the appraisal. There's no limit to the number of times you can do this. Always have the lowest rate for life. Get our 475 5-year fixed rate, 5.89 APR. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392126.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showings, no double moves. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar. Orchard's Move First program gives you the freedom to buy and move into your new home first and sell your old home later. Buy before you sell and get top dollar for your home with Orchard. Ready to find out how much your home is worth? Visit Orchard.com to get your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
I'm Corey Rose, anchor at 9 News and proud mama who enjoys taking my kids mountain biking at Winter Park. I love preparing you for the day ahead with the latest headlines. Whether it's tackling safety in our kids' schools or covering breaking news, from Aurora to Lakewood and everywhere in between, we've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to Colorado's #1 streaming newscast. Make the move to 9 News Mornings. Live starting at 4:30 anywhere you watch.
Dan Jacobs of 303 Law 4040 and Jacobs Law with another cool story to share. James called 303 Law 4040, and he's like a lot of our clients, not looking to get rich, but he just didn't want to get stuck with a bunch of medical bills. So we met with James like we do all of our 303 Law 4040 clients in person, and it's a good thing we did because we noticed James did not look so good. We sent him to the hospital to get checked out, and they did wind up admitting him. In the end, we got him feeling better and $125,000. He was over the moon. He came into the office to pick up his check and rang that victory bell. And the really cool part is James surprised us with a check of his own, a donation so we could keep the best free meal in Denver coming each and every first and third Thursday. If you've been injured, you may be like James, not looking to get rich, but not sure what to do. That's why we're here to help. Just give us a call at 303-LAW-4040. Go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. That's 303-LAW-4040.
Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Denver Sports 1043 to stay up to date on all your local teams. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan. Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Mondays with James Marilat, brought to you by the Birdie Bar, premier indoor golf bar and restaurant in downtown Louisville, locally owned and operated. Find them at birdie.bar on the web and Instagram. James joins us here in studio, and it was a terrific showing by the Avalanche at the Olympics. 6 of the 8 guys over there got medals. They combined for 18 goals and 39 points to go along with all those medals. So the Olympic experience for the Avs, will it be a positive or perhaps a negative as they get back to the final push here down the home stretch?
Other than Brock Nelson, I don't know how it's a positive for any of them. Certainly the guys that were on the Canadian team, it's not a positive. I heard you guys talking about when I was coming in of the hangover effect. I think that's a real concern, right? Of you put all that into it for 2 weeks, you get that close, you come up short. That is going to have a lingering effect. But here's the other thing, and I heard Nathan McKinnon's quote. How many years out of the last 8 could he have said that at the end of the playoffs? Better team. We're the better team. We didn't win. At some point, it's a you problem, right? Like, hey, you had the wide open net and missed it. Devon Taves, you had an easy shot, point-blank shot, and look, it was a great save, but you didn't get it done. Cale Makar, you were on the ice for the game-winning goal. You're the one that kind of whiffed on it, when it was in your end. So I've been all over Jared Bednar, and I do think it's always easier to change the coach than to change the core. But at some point, do we start questioning this core of, like, they come up small in big moments? Because how many years have the Avs been the Stanley Cup favorites going into the postseason, and they have one cup to show for it? Maybe it's the guys who came up small yesterday that are the problem.
I mean, that's going to be interesting to see. If they do come up short, who's going to be the fall guy? How about the Nuggets? 3-6 in their last 9. They've lost 2 out of 3 since the All-Star break. They just, something seems off, and I can't keep using injuries as an excuse here, James. What do you make of the Nuggets and their 3-6 in their last 9?
I mean, it's a worry for sure. And I don't want to use injuries as an excuse either, but it has just been such a hodgepodge mix and match type of a lineup on a night in, night out basis. And the fact that they're bad down the stretch, they're bad in the fourth quarter, from a clutch standpoint, their statistics are bad. I think it's because guys just don't know, like, who's supposed to do what, who's their role, because it's been a different combination all the time. So now you get into these situations and nobody knows what to do. They were actually better when they were more shorthanded, because one of the tougher things to do is, A, coming off the bench is tough, and 2, it's hard to be effective in less minutes sometimes than it is in a lot of minutes, and guys don't know their role. They don't know how to kind of play it at this point.
Yeah, but you got Jokic and Murray. I mean, that's what they do. It's a 2-man game, and everybody else just kind of fill in. And
I get
it. Jokic and Murray aren't getting it done. That's why it's like a head scratcher.
Well, and they had a turnover late in the game last night when they were down, 9 or something, and they tried to run the 2-man game, and the Warriors doubled Jamal, and he just throws it away. It's like, this is it's just not working. It's just not what it used to be. But I do think it's more of a trying to figure it all out. Look, I was all excited when they were doing really well despite all the injuries, and that was probably premature. I think getting too concerned now when they're 3-6 in their last 9 with all the injuries, I think is probably premature. It's all about be healthy come postseason time, and then let's see if they can get it done. But listen, is there a reason for worry? Sure, I think that's fair.
Here's my biggest concern. I mean, you listen to Christian Brown after the game last night. He said we're not tough enough.
Yeah,
and that's an issue. And so, you've been a Michael Malone, this, that, and the other hater, but is it time for DA to start cussing them out? Is it what's the accountability factor there? And when one of your players, one of your starters said we're not tough enough when it matters, I mean, how big a concern is that for you?
That's a huge concern. And I think we can go back, just like I was talking with the Avs of, them coming up small in the playoffs. We can go back through the last, nearly decade with the Nuggets and find plenty of examples of that too, right? It's Jamal Murray melting down against Minnesota and throwing heat packs out onto the court. It's Nikola Jokic melting down in Game 4 against the Suns and getting kicked out of the game, and they end up getting swept. Like, they were going to lose that series anyway, but that's your best player. If the other part of it, and Stoke, you touched on this, of, hey, Jokic is out there. If you're the best player in the world, your team can't be this bad in the fourth quarter and this bad down the stretch, right? Like, we wouldn't give anybody else a free pass with that. We wouldn't give LeBron. We wouldn't
Bo
give
Nix? How about Bo Nix in the fourth quarter?
If
your quarterback can't get it done in the fourth quarter, it's like, all right, well, that's what you're there for. I mean, that's the time to get it done. And if Jokic ain't getting it done in the fourth, you're right.
It doesn't really matter what you do in the first three quarters. Whether you're the quarterback, the best player on a basketball team, whatever, are you just padding stats? What do you do when it matters most? And they haven't come through in the clutch. It's a concern come playoff time.
Admit it. You miss a little bit of Michael Malone's hard-ass approach right now, don't you?
Oh, he would have taken a rage timeout yesterday. Probably got booted in the second quarter.
Instead, you get David Alman talking about, he was talking about this before they even went out on the road. He says, man, got back-to-back right away, and then we got a ridiculous 12:30 start.
12:30? I mean, like, 12:30? What are we like?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
We can't wake up at 10 o'clock and get to the arena at 10:30?
When you're one of the marquee teams in the NBA, you play weird games for television purposes. It's part of the perks of being a great team. If you don't want that, then all right, go coach in Orlando or somewhere.
I would have been fascinated to see how Michael Malone would have dealt with all these injuries, right? Because he's a guy that likes to just roll out the basketballs, play the same 7 guys, exact same rotation every game. Like, what do you do when you don't know who you're going to have on a night-in, night-out basis? Would have been fascinating. I still believe in David Adelman. I think they'll be fine come playoff time. The other thing I think we've learned, especially in the last 3 weeks, Aaron Gordon might be the second best player on this team. I don't think it's Jamal. Jamal may be the second best scorer, but talking about the toughness factor, there's a guy that has it, right? Like he brings that every single night. I think he's a very underrated offensive player. He's a guy that does all the dirty work, right? You don't have to run plays through him. You don't have to get him the basketball for a certain number of shots. I think they miss him a ton. They were better with him on the floor and Jokic out than they are with Jokic back and Aaron Gordon out. I think that tells us a lot about what he means to this basketball team.
All right. Good stuff, James. Thanks.
Appreciate it, fellas.
James Marilat, brought to you by the Birdie Bar, premier indoor golf bar and restaurant in downtown Louisville, locally owned and operated. Find them at birdie.bar on the web and Instagram. Reliving the epic Team USA win with you next.
By flexing their star power on the Olympic stage, do the Avalanche have even more pressure to bring home another Stanley Cup this season?
All 8 members of the Avs have scored in Italy. And I think if it was possible to add even more pressure to when they get back stateside and go win a Stanley Cup, if it was possible for them to ratchet up the pressure, they did it in the healthiest kind of way here in Italy.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. Listen, man, I wore glasses for a long time growing up, and then when I hit my 30s, played for the Broncos, got that LASIK surgery. That was great, but when I hit my mid-50s, I started needing readers for everything I did, going out to see menus, at night, texting, reading stats, studying film. I decided to go see Dr. Cudarelli at Cudarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange, and I can tell you firsthand, absolute game changer. It can be for you too. So join Dr. Cudarelli for his live webinar. That's Wednesday at noon. Learn about refractive lens exchange from Cudarelli Vision. It's the perfect opportunity to ask Dr. Cudarelli all the questions you have, like, am I a good candidate? Can I develop a cataract after RLE? How long does the procedure's recovery time take? What kind of financing is there? Dr. Cudarelli is the most experienced in Colorado with over 90,000 vision correction procedures, guys. He can let you know when it's the right time for you and RLE. So join that free webinar this Wednesday at noon. You can register at coloradorle.com. No readers, No glasses, no contacts, no cataracts ever. Check them out. That's ColoradoRLE.com.
The right financial strategies can make a huge difference, especially if you're nearing retirement. Adam Mueller talks retirement strategies with Mile High Money. Saturday mornings at 8 on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
President's Day means all 2025s need to go at Siltahar Motors. This month, get up to $10,000 off or 0% financing for 72 months on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s. Search all available 2025 inventory and pricing at sthmotors.com and get an instant quote for top value for your trade-in. Siltahar Motors is Colorado's most trusted dealer for over 66 years. No cutting corners, no corporate games, just real deals from real people. $10,000 off your next F-150 at Siltahar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health.
This February, save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity. Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out, but what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi to boost speeds to your devices that need them the most. That finds and fixes any issue before you even notice them. It's like super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. You get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices and no one battling for bandwidth. For the next 5 years, all your devices will be working with perfect harmony, and you get our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though your kids grow up and you still don't understand 6-7, your internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi, all with Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Joe Fallon did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he commissioned a portrait of himself. Does Joe already know what he looks like? Yes. Do guests know what he looks like? Also yes. But not as art. It's Joe's savings, and if he wants to spend it on a velvet painting of himself with a white tiger at his feet, we say, roar, Joe, roar. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use, so the weather never takes you by surprise. Download the free WeatherBug app today.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
Watch up behind the net, and it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around the car. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the goal. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
What a game, what a moment. As Team USA captures gold for the first time in 46 years, to the day that they upset the Soviet Union back in 1980 at Lake Placid, they go out and grab gold. And it's amazing to me, guys, that, we're talking about hockey games being these huge sporting events that people are talking about, that people are excited about. Hey, did you see the game? Hey, you're going to watch the game. We're talking about hockey, and there's no doubt in my mind that the greatest U.S. sporting event ever in our country's history was the Miracle on Ice. And now this weekend, we have a weekend in which everyone's talking about a hockey game. And it just, I don't know, at times the irony of this strikes me in that we're talking about a sport that fights a long uphill battle to try to carve out their own niche of relevancy, constantly lagging behind the big three of football, basketball, and baseball. And yet, in this case, it's hockey and a hockey team and a hockey game that Stoke has everybody talking.
Yeah, it really is amazing to think about it. Because hockey, I mean, we don't think a lot about hockey here in this country until Four Nation face-off, and how great was that? And all of a sudden you get to the Olympics, and it is. I mean, because those guys play the game the right way, right? It means something to them. We don't usually see that with professional athletes, where these quote-unquote, not exhibition games, but like they're not making money to go play in these events. They didn't make money. They made some money in the Four Nations, or did they not? It doesn't matter. These guys, it means something to them. They go out there and they're representing their country the right way. And you usually don't see that a lot from professional athletes. Hockey players are just built. They're just built different than a lot of other athletes out there. And it's refreshing. And it's awesome to see the joy of those guys and how they represented the country, and then how they talked about it and what it meant to them after.
Yeah, well, there's a culture of toughness and doing it for your teammates that exists in hockey that doesn't. I mean, could you imagine if Anthony Davis would have taken a shot like that to the teeth? He'd be out for the rest of his life.
Oh, I mean, it's like emergency dental surgery.
Right, he would have been in a wheelchair, and they'd have been wheeling him out, and that's the NBA. And so it's Team USA. It's playing, as Mike mentioned earlier, for the name on the front of the jersey, Team USA. And then there's an underdog aspect to Team USA as well. That, hey, man, Canadians, blah, blah, blah. The NHL is such a hodgepodge of all these different countries that come together, and you root for your team, and it's great, and the Avs are awesome and all that stuff. But this is just all, America. And I think that coupled with the fact that, you're an underdog to Team Canada because that's their national sport, I just think it's cool, man. I was locked in like the rest of America watching that game.
Well, here's a quote from the head coach, Mike Sullivan, that maybe explains why this is a team that was easy to root for and really captured the attention and admiration and affection of Americans out there. This was Mike Sullivan, quote, "The team was built with personality in mind. We were loaded with personality up and down our lineup. There are whiskey drinkers and milk drinkers, and we got a lot of whiskey drinkers on this team."
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right?
How good is that?
That's good, right?
Right.
And, Canada, they got the skill, man. They got the wine and cheese, Nathan McKinnon's, Cale Makar's.
They're drinking skim milk.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well,
they're drinking milk. Skim milk, 2%. No, we're drinking whiskey. 100 proof.
Right.
110. Probably 110 for them boys.
Yeah.
Hey, how cool is that, though? You got two sets of brothers on the team. The Hughes brothers or the Kachuk brothers. I mean, how cool is that? It's just remarkable, that group of guys. But they are. You could tell. I mean, look, hey, to whoever, what's our coach's name? Sully?
Yes.
Sullivan over there, right?
Mike Sullivan.
He also landed that plane on the Hudson.
Right. I mean,
exactly. Come on.
And then did a shot of whiskey.
Right. How much more American can you be?
So, to his point, okay, who thinks of, hey, when we play these Canadians, we're fighting. We're dropping the gloves and we're fighting. And who thinks of that? Not people drinking whole milk. And that's what they did in Four Nations. Now, they can't do that in the Olympics, but, like, that's the Americans that group came up with that. Like, hey, guess what we're doing? We're setting the tone for this. You're drinking milk? Come on. You're not thinking about fighting. You're thinking about, oh, hey, make sure you give me that good pass to my one-timer and then, let's make sure we're very aggressive and back-checking the boards. And, I mean, like, that's was right.
Whoa.
But, hey, when you're drinking whiskey, you're just thinking about fighting.
You know what else America's doing? They're not drinking any whiskey. They're drinking Canadian whiskey.
Oh.
Just to rub it in your face even more. Give me some Canadian whiskey.
I think I prefer that Tennessee whiskey.
You think you're Tennessee?
Me and Stapleton.
You and your buddy Stapleton?
It's him and his buddy. No, him and his buddy Morgan Wallen, right?
Oh.
That's the guy that you did the
No. Chris Stapleton. No, Chris Stapleton has
I
a
know,
song Tennessee whiskey.
I know. But it was
Kentucky whiskey,
great
Tennessee
event.
whiskeys.
Great event.
Hey, they were
and
drinking Canadian whiskey. You're right, Mark.
You're right.
Yeah.
They just
Huge-
to rub it in their face.
Is that any? Do they have Canadian whiskey?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Well,
who makes Canadian whiskey? Like, give me a brand. No, but give me a brand.
Oh, I don't know, but that's
Molten?
I don't know what Molten.
What is that beer
Molson?
called? Yeah, that thing. Yeah, Molson.
Molten.
I just only molten
It's like lava.
the lava cake.
All right, we're gonna stop right there.
No,
okay?
no. Mark and I talk. Who makes it? Do we have any?
I'd rather.
Okay,
there's
go ahead.
Other
Sorry.
things.
All right, my bad.
Crown Royal's Canadian.
It is.
Crown Royal.
That's why I don't drink Crown Royal.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's so obvious why the players want to play and why it was in their collective bargaining agreement that they were allowed to play in the Olympics. And I wonder, will this provide a boost for the NHL? Or was this just a one-off? This is just an international thing. It's a once every 4-year Olympic thing. There'll be no discernible boost for the NHL moving forward. What do you guys think?
I'm with Mark. I don't think so.
I mean, did the Four Nations change the way? I mean, we talked about Four Nations, how awesome that was. Did it change the ratings of the NHL? No. This is a country. This is you're rooting for your country. You're rooting for an Olympic gold medal. This is different.
It is. You're right. And you asked the same question after the Four Nation, Mike. Same question. Yeah. Because the Four Nation was great. Everybody, I mean, we forget like how much we were into that. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be Canada, U.S. for the Four Nation, and it's going to be at, I don't know where it was, in Boston or something. And so and then you asked, is that going to trickle down to and it's just not.
Just
it's
recognize it's an Olympic thing.
And
it's all good. I mean,
it was a dumb question after the Four Nations, a dumb question now.
I was trying to be nice.
Yeah, right?
But you
just gotta
take the gloves off.
Yeah.
On the RamosLaw.com
Team
text line.
USA, take the gloves off.
Well, if the NHL is going to agree to shut down their season for 3 weeks every 4 years, I would think they're doing it if they feel like there's some sort of benefit.
Well, it's not going to hurt them. And guess what? The players have power. The players are saying we want this.
Good point.
And so,
good point. I forgot. This is not the NFLPA.
Quiet. I knew he was going to say that.
You NFL players, you really are tough when it comes to standing up against the owners.
Hey, think about it. Think
it.
about
We play football.
No
We're
more
tough.
practice. We don't want to practice.
We're tough football guys, but a bunch of old crinkly billionaires, Mr. Burns types, and you guys just pee your pants. Some literally do it. With this text, Nathan McKinnon.
Mike, see that when he can.
I like to take my shots.
Yes, because we get you pretty good a lot about your JV and participation trophies, and so whenever we get to the fact of the point of any kind of the NFLPA and these
how you roll over to the owners,
then you just pounce.
I do.
I knew it.
On the RamosLaw.com text line, guys, I saw that quote from Nathan McKinnon. You be the judge of who was the better team today. Hey, maybe if you had 4 or 5 more open nets to shoot at, they would have won.
That's good. That's like that goes on the podium of one of the all-time best Zach By smear campaign.
That's good.
That was
very good. 4 or 5 more open nets. Maybe you would have scored. Ouch.
I mean, he just whiffed that thing. That hit the side of the net, didn't it?
Oh, nightmares over
that
one.
was.
Who has more nightmares? Him or Taves?
Him.
That's what he does.
You could look at that and say, man, one of the great saves we've ever seen.
No, but still, like, you're right there. You just got to power through a little stick. I mean,
yeah, but he's the defenseman. That's not his. I mean, he should score, but that's not his thing. This is what McKinnon does.
McKinnon hit the side of the net. It was wide open.
He's a scorer. That's what he does. Okay. All
right.
Oof.
Roll into another week of the Zach By Sensitivity Smear campaign. Now, day number 385 on that one as we close in on 400. Coming up next, is it fair? Is it fair? It's a tough term to label an athlete or a team, but when it comes to your Denver Nuggets right now, does it apply? That's next.
Is health the only thing holding the Denver Nuggets back from another title run?
If these guys are healthy, they can make that run. They can take it to OKC and win in 7. If everybody's healthy.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Saw my son at CSU this weekend. He was complaining about his haircut. I'm like, dude, you have great hair. Gets that from my wife's side of the family. Mine, not so much, which is why I was so fortunate to meet Dr. Tanya Pauls in Advanced Hair Restoration. I did the simple but incredibly successful one-day FUE treatment that started regrowing my own natural hair the very next day. And here we are 20 years later, and it continues to grow. You can't do much better than a 20-year endorsement. Even better, working with Advanced Hair means working with the legend herself, Dr. Tanya Pauls, and her all-star team. All you need to do is choose how much hair and where you want it to go, and Advanced Hair does the rest. No magic. No gimmicks, just real science to go along with the latest technology. Get your hair back, get your confidence back, improve your relationships, be motivated to live a more healthy lifestyle. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Just call 720-459-HAIR and at advancedhair.com. That's advancedhair.com.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 720-204-8100. That's 720-204-8100.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Score unbeatable deals and get matched with the perfect bed. They make sleep easy.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Follow us on X at DEN Sports 104.3 for up-to-the-minute information and opinions on all things Denver sports. Also, we can still call it Twitter, right? Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. food critiques,
I love chicken. I hate chicken salad.
What?
If you put chicken salad in front of me, I'd gag.
Hard-hitting analysis,
I took an Ambien on accident before practice, and that's what he looked like out there.
and some constructive criticism.
Reminded me of the show that Mike had yesterday. Just a little off, not completely there. You were like, Mike, are you going to take control of this show? Like, how many times did you have to say that yesterday?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Just how impactful and unifying was this Team USA gold medal win during this last break? Mark and Drew Spivak were talking hockey and debating and questioning why Connor Hellebuck didn't win the MVP and why
Inconceivable.
Connor McDavid won it instead. Like,
So what was it? Yeah, what's like how? What's the?
Well, it brought us together.
It did.
It did. Like,
I mean, I think
Team
that's
USA
probably the
brings us
first
together.
time the two of you have ever had a hockey conversation together.
Yeah, because I saw Drew walk out and he had a big smile.
I
on
didn't even
his
know what
face.
his name was. I just like,
Drew or Hellebuck?
No, Drew. I was like, who is this guy? He seems to know something about hockey. I guess I'll talk to him. I mean, I've seen him around. But I wasn't aware of his name.
So now you know.
Yeah.
So
now
then
you're
when
all best friends.
When he just started talking hockey, you're
Yeah.
like, well, I know hockey. I grew up in Alaska.
Yeah.
You want to talk downhill skiing? I was an expert skier.
Tommy Moe, the Tommy Tuck.
The Tommy Tuck. Who you think taught him that?
Yeah.
Did we just become best friends?
So what? Like seriously? So what is the reasoning? How do they justify giving the MVP of the Olympics to? And it's not just one game. I get it, but to the losing side and to a guy that didn't even win gold medal. When you see the winners and you see, I mean, that's one of the all-time historic performances ever in one game. One of the best saves ever by Hellebuck, and then like he still doesn't win it. I don't get it.
He was great throughout the tournament. He gave up, I don't know how many goals he gave up total. Like it couldn't have been much more than 5 throughout the entirety of the tournament. The guy was nails, and he was unbelievable in that game. In that game, in particular, the gold medal game, he was unreal.
And he won, right? So how does he? It's like not giving the MVP of the Super Bowl to a quarterback that plays great. The quarterback doesn't play great. The goalie. I mean, like that's the most important position in hockey. And to play the way that he played with the onslaught there, especially late, and to make some of those saves and not win MVP, that's just crazy.
Well, it doesn't happen often.
With the Russians voting, did the Russian judges screw us again?
Occasionally, we've seen it. There'll be it doesn't happen that often, but a Super Bowl MVP will come from the losing team. But it doesn't happen often. But Connor McDavid, you tell me, does this prove that he's the best in that now 2 instances, won the Stanley Cup Finals, now won the Olympics? Even in defeat, the people that voted said, well, this guy was still the best player.
He's a fraud. Yeah, I mean, so somebody maybe on the losing team wins the Super Bowl MVP because nobody on the winning team performed all that great. You can't say that about Hellebuck.
I think it's happened one time in Super Bowl history where a player on the losing team won the MVP. I believe it's happened one time.
So it's rare.
It's rare.
And this is rare. But McDavid's done it twice. Once in the Stanley Cup, rare. Once in the Olympics, rare.
Right.
So
it just is. I don't know. That's it's just a sour. That just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. Like as Drew said, or the guy with the beard, the guy with the beard said,
he really wanted to talk hockey.
He wasn't even the best player on his own team.
Just name value then. Is that what we're talking about? Just his name
because
value.
he said, what's the guy's name? Celebrini?
Oh yeah, he
played
was
better.
flying around.
Played better for Team Canada than what's his head? McJesus.
Young man.
In the meantime,
just okay. Give it to me. I want to hear the song one more time.
This game
the
came
song?
down to the start of the game.
Oh, wait,
we were not ready.
Whoa. You want to hear the song?
Yeah.
You want to hear the song?
Why are we talking about McDavid if we're not hearing the
You
song?
want to talk more about Connor McDavid once again coming up short in a big game? You know what that means. McDavid sucks.
That makes me feel better.
Draisaitl sucks. Zach Hyman sucks. We really need to pay this guy royalties.
This guy should open up for you too.
Yes, he should.
At the Sphere.
Yes.
Just come up there.
opening up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Oilers suck. Oh, yeah.
Edge on the guitar.
The Edmonton Oilers suck guy.
He could come on stage with you two just to go, oh. All right, so there you go. I was going to play. Do we have time? Yes, we have time. Here's David Adelman.
This game came down to the start of the game. We were not ready to play. This has been a tough weekend for us with the game time, the back-to-back and all that.
All right, stop right there.
Tough weekend for us.
I don't see. This is where a good old dash of Michael Malone. You guys are a bunch of soft wussies, and I don't care who knows, would go a long way right now. And the Nugget players, Josh Kroenke, they decided, Michael Malone, too mean, too abrasive. His style wears on people over the years. Well, what do you got now? You got David Adelman, nice guy, but you know what they say about nice guys? And before this trip even started, he was talking about, tough way to come out of the All-Star break. You got back-to-back games and a ridiculous 12:30 start. And then right after the game, he's talking about tough schedule, early start time. He tries to back it up at the end by saying, but that's no excuse. But, Coach, you gave it multiple times as a built-in excuse. So why should you be surprised when your team isn't ready to play?
Yeah, I mean, you're to your point, you're giving the reasons why you're not going to win. I listen, you still, as a player, you still got to go out there and you got to perform. You still got to be. I mean, when your own players are saying, "Man, we lack toughness," that's detrimental. Then you want to talk about a scarlet letter? We lack toughness.
Soft.
That should be a wake up call for everybody in that locker room.
No, I just think that when you look, I'm not giving the team an excuse here, like he's doing. Built-in excuse of, playing back-to-back and then having, what did you have, a couple days off? And then you had an early start?
By the way, the win in Portland was by 50 points. It's not
Right.
like it was a taxing game for your guys.
Right. And it's a 12:30 start. You weren't playing at 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's 12:30. I get it. It's not when you usually play, but you've had a couple days in between to rest up a little bit. You got to – I mean, that's the bottom line. Just, hey, we don't need to hear about, the pregnancy. Just show us the baby. I mean, seriously, hey, you got to go out there and perform. I mean, what are we doing? Guess what? You just had a week off for the All-Star break or whatever that was, right?
Sounds
full
to
week
me
off.
like
Full week off? I mean, come on. We got to get going here.
All right.
You need to
Simple question to both of you. You guys probably can you guys probably weren't part of these kind of teams, but you could probably recognize in somebody else's team. Is this a physically and more importantly, is this a mentally soft team? Especially the mentally part.
The way they've been playing recently, yes. So now they've got the skill. I believe they have the overall toughness to rectify it. But I'm with Stoke. It doesn't help when you're building in excuses before you even lose. You're walking out to a road trip going, tough road trip, back-to-back nights, and then a 12 o'clock start. I mean, you're just building in the excuses for your players.
No excuses, no explanations. Do your job.
Yeah,
Could use a little bit more of that around here right now.
I don't think they're a soft team. I just think that right now they're playing like it, But I think overall that's not who they are. They just got to get back to who they are, and we just haven't seen it over the last 9-10 games.
I know one thing they got to take away is all the milk they've been drinking.
Time to
Team
start
Canada.
drinking some what?
Whiskey.
Yeah. Some Tennessee whiskey.
The guy is drunk.
Yeah. Stop acting like those Canadian hockey players over there, Nuggets.
Yeah. They ought to do some of those milk mustache ads after silver medal. All through Canada.
Remember those?
Yeah.
They don't do those anymore.
No, they need the milk mustache ads for all the Canadians.
Wow.
It's been 84 years.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Nathan McKinnon.
When I'm out
Milk
there,
does a body good.
Right. When I'm out there whiffing on 8-foot shots.
Oh no.
Oh no, you
There's
didn't.
nothing that makes me more. There's nothing. Nothing makes me thirsty like whiffing on an 8-foot shot. Milk, it does a body good.
Wow.
Wow, that was harsh.
That was harsh.
That was harsh.
Oof, we're gonna have to really
That's the Nathan,
turn the other cheek here coming up in a couple days. Here.
That's not the Nathan McKinnon that plays for the Avs. That's the one that plays for the Canadians.
That's true. Good point.
Okay.
They are different
Yes.
Nathan McKinnon.
Yes, they're totally
different. Cale McCarrs.
Right.
Absolutely.
Different Devontaes.
Yeah,
I got you.
I'm all over those
the
guys.
Avs, Cale McCarr would actually made it back on defense.
Oh,
and made a play. So
hits keep
That's
coming.
right. Yeah,
Hey.
that's right. The Avs Taves would have shoved that right in the back of the net. Not the milk drinking Canadian Taves.
You know what?
Oh,
I got nothing
yes.
else. Nothing else. We'll see on the other side. All right.
Does Sean Payton need a home run hitter in the running back room?
Travis Etienne is the type of playmaker that the Broncos need on their offense. He's a guy that gets to top speed instantly. He gets to and through the hole quickly. He explodes on the linebacker level, and he's got the long speed that you could have a simple handoff for Travis Etienne, and all of a sudden it's a 60-yard run.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, boy Stink here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house all cash and he can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
President's Day means all 2025s need to go at Ziltahar Motors. This month, get up to $10,000 off or 0% financing for 72 months on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s. Search all available 2025 inventory and pricing at sthmotors.com and get an instant quote for top value for your trade-in. Ziltahar Motors is Colorado's most trusted dealer for over 66 years. No cutting corners, no corporate games, just real deals from real people. $10,000 off your next F-150 at Ziltahar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Do you want the lowest rate for life? Get our 4.75 5-year fixed. APR is 5.89.
Did you say 4.75% fixed for 5 years?
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, but what if rates fall?
Our lowest rate for life program takes over. If rates fall even as little as 0.5%, we can redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee and no limits to the number of times used. Only at U.S. Mortgages. Call 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. See website for complete details. License number 392-126. This segment on 104.3 The Fan's brought to you by Fitness Gallery, selling the world's finest fitness equipment.
Subtle intimidation.
Had to give Ty the look.
You did. I was
gave
wondering.
Ty a little bit of a like.
I was wondering what you were doing.
There's a little quizzical look.
Skilled debating.
You didn't think I was going to flip it on your head like this. See how I
you're
did
coming
that?
back at me. I
Right.
like this.
You
This is
regret
good.
this now.
And plenty of pet peeves.
Put your phone in your pocket and you never go back and get it.
It is a source of so much frustration for Mark. It drives him crazy.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
He's going the distance.
Guys, I got a big day today. I want to.
Well,
I got
both of your anniversaries today.
You know what else I'm doing today?
Congratulations to both of you.
Yeah, both of us. My 24th and Mark's 34th.
34th, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Same day.
Yeah,
we
same
didn't
day.
even know that.
No.
And so, but guess what? Guess what I'm doing? And you can join if you want.
Go ahead.
You don't want to guess? I said guess.
Oh, guess?
Yeah. What do you think I'm doing? Usually
Like
when you say guess, I'm like, waiting for
definitely
got
to be dinner at the Klingerhofer.
Yeah.
No, but this is during the day. It's Brickenhoff.
During the day.
Yes. This is during the day.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it. Talk to me. Go ahead.
Couples mani-pedis.
What? Really?
Oh, yeah. No, not manis. Just petties.
Just petties.
Just
Yeah.
petties.
Just the petties.
Yep.
Oh, I love the petties.
10:30. 10:30 petty.
Oh,
right?
you got to fly.
Whew. Oh, yeah. No, that's easy. That's easy.
How about, the fact that Mark's Mrs. S is out of town?
Right.
Maybe, be a nice guy. You invite him, and the three of you could go.
That's what we could have a three-way pedicure.
I would love to, but we got the podcast out.
See, this is what happens.
That's right.
Gets in the way of golf, gets in the way of pedicures. This
Right.
is why.
That would be a life changer for you. Game changer for you. I mean,
don't know that it
You ever had a pedicure?
No.
he hasn't.
Oh, you probably got some nasty feet, too.
My feet are model feet. They're like magazine quality feet.
Oh, see, I don't know to believe because, like he said, he's an
has
expert
said-
skier.
He's been saying that for
He's
many
got
years.
model
Yeah,
feet.
model feet, expert skier. Yeah.
We're gonna-
people see my feet and they're like, "How did you play in the NFL? Your feet are perfect." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just my knees and elbows and
Everything
back
else is
and everything
jacked
else
up.
is jacked up." But
But
my
feet are good.
My feet made it through okay.
Well, that's good. I'm just telling you, I can't wait. So I'm looking forward to that. Nice and feet feel good. Just because, like, I've been playing a lot of golf, up and like you get those feet done and like.
Hey, listen.
Once every all you need to do is once every 2 months.
Stoke, I'm a convert because when I first was broached with the idea, I'm like, come on, really? I'm like, all right, what the heck? I'll try it. Dude, it's awesome.
I might take me a little nap.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh.
They put you in one of those chairs,
Yeah.
you could set the different kinds of, what kind of vibration you want, where you want it, between the shoulder blades, lower back, upper back. Oh, it's
I heard
nice.
Team Canada did that before they won before the gold medal game.
That was good.
Now,
That was really good. While they sat there and drank milk.
Yeah.
Here's
Team
the
USA
difference.
was drinking
here's
whiskey.
Here's the difference. Stoke and I, when we get a pedicure, we're doing whiskey shots. Oh, the NFL Combine Week. As Mark so perfectly labeled it years ago, the Underwear Olympics. And it gets underway. We're expecting
When
to hear
is Sean
from
talking?
Sean and George both talk tomorrow about back-to-back.
What time?
So I think it's
Stoke. What was it?
I think it's like 1:15 and 1:30 our time.
All right.
I didn't get invited to the combine. What was it like?
It was stressful.
Yeah.
Very stressful. Why are you smirking?
No.
like that?
I was just
Kind of like.
No, he legitimately did
it
not go.
It feels like this is like a hidden agenda type of question. Like you're trying to take some kind of sweep the leg.
When you get drafted in the 12th round, you don't go to the Underwear Olympics.
But when you get drafted in the 4th round, usually you do.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't get invited. I was just wondering. I would imagine it's like the competition. It's
Yeah. It's like you're competing against everyone there, obviously, but it's just stressful because for a guy like me, I didn't run. Usually going into your senior year, you do the 40. They have all the scouts come in and do the 40. But I was coming off an ACL, so I didn't do that. So they didn't have times on me. So all my times were going to be very important on if I was able to get where I was going to get drafted. So it was stressful, very stressful. So
does it matter as much anymore today? Does it matter as much?
I don't think so.
You got coaches who are like, yeah, I'm not going.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I think there's something that you can, gather when it comes to, these guys, whatever it may be, just something little. Now, you don't want to make – I saw the Jacksonville, their GM and head coach aren't going. It's just we don't want to be fooled by, watching these guys or talking to these guys for 10, 15 minutes and not go off the film. It's like, well, it's just a part of the puzzle here, guys. You shouldn't put everything into the combine. I just think that you can, by sitting down with someone, you can kind of see who they are maybe a little bit. They're prepared for this stuff. but you can watch them run routes. You can watch them do different drills, and I get it. You everything is filmed, but why would you not want to see how guys interact with each other? See how guys, maybe ask them questions and things like that. And it's not the whole puzzle, but it's a piece of the puzzle.
A piece of the puzzle. I think it's interesting because so many guys specifically just train for combine drills, right? And so you can definitely, if that's all you put your weight into, well, you're going to get duped a lot. So the film is certainly the most important thing, but I think there's a quality to sitting down with a guy and having him answer some questions and,
Mark, right to your point, you never know. There's a lot of dum-dums out there. And it doesn't matter how much you prepare them for.
Yeah.
If you sit down with them, you can you
ask them a question they're not prepared for.
Right.
Then you see deer in the headlight, and you're like, here we go.
Idiot. So maybe you stay away from. So there's something. I want my head coach and my general manager there, and I want you to
absolutely.
This isn't everything. We don't want to be. What was it? The famous one was like Mike Mamula.
Yeah,
or whatever
Mamula.
for Philadelphia. He looked like he was going to be a 4th-round pick, but he goes to the combine, has the best numbers ever, and Philly takes him in the 1st round. No, we don't want you to operate like that. But if a guy is not a good guy and you can figure that out and stay away from drafting him, okay. Well, that's a win for us then.
Well, I hope Cecil's not listening to this because he's going to come in very mad. He might want to pound my ass and die on that hill. But the fact remains is that the NFL draft remains a 50-50 proposition.
Shut the hell up.
The overwhelming majority of guys who get drafted don't make it in this league. So why is that? Is it because teams don't pay enough attention to what's going on at events like the Combine, or do they put too much into what's going on at the Combine, and it leads to mistakes?
I think
because I agree with Stoke. I would just think it's so hard to really hit on these players that you would think you'd want to give yourself every single opportunity to learn as much as you can about that guy before you draft him.
Yeah, I think the issue that you get into is oftentimes is you can get overwhelmed or enamored by somebody's athleticism. And I understand that. I understand that aspect of it, but it's got to match up on the film. If the guy is unbelievably gifted athletically, but it doesn't show on tape, then that means there's something missing.
Like Stoke, for you, I'm generally curious about this because I would think that there was curiosity about somebody like yourself, but coming out of a smaller school, there'd be a lot of curiosity about, okay, what kind of player is this? And the fact that you went in the 4th round shows something. So what did you have to show the Combine events? Did you have to pop off on those numbers to show that you were worthy of being a 4th-round pick?
Of course, yeah.
I can't imagine the intangibles got you into the 4th round.
Right.
You had to show that you were coming out of a small school, slot receiver. You had to show that you passed the measurables.
Well, I wasn't a slot receiver then, so I was an outside receiver. So
I did that on purpose.
I wasn't a slot receiver then, Mike. But yes, they look at you.
Were you the Jerry Rice of the Sun Belt?
Wow.
We actually weren't in the Sun Belt then. We were independent. Us and Notre Dame.
The SWAC?
Us and Notre Dame. So I think you look at someone like me, 6 foot, whatever, 192, whatever, and white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of those guys just, making plays all over the football field back in, the late 90s there. So you had to go out there and prove that, this guy is explosive and can run and those types of things. But I go back to the process of the draft and these teams. You got to have a good plan. Just follow your plan. Have a good process, right? You don't want to put too much into the Combine.
Sure.
Right? You got to put a lot into these guys, good football players on the field. That's the most important thing. But there's also, I think, a little bit that you can get from going there and being a part of it. And what else are these guys doing? What else is the GM for the Jags and the head coach doing over the next 4 or 5 days?
Right.
Are you serious?
This is below me. Yeah.
We can't fly private to Indy? all you have to do is go there for 2 or 3 days. You're on a private plane, right?
Well.
That's just lazy to me.
I would imagine the other thing is if you aren't explosive at the Combine or you don't have a good then that would really bring into question work ethic and everything, because none of these guys go to school.
Right.
All they do is train for this stuff.
Good point.
If you're not lighting it up at the combine numbers wise, then that brings into question.
Well, maybe the Jacksonville guys want to go, but Shaka Khan doesn't want to pay for it. I don't know.
Shaka.
We got a nice
Shaka Khan. Everybody Shaka Khan. Yeah, I got that.
But hey, I mean, we can put you in coach. They don't want to fly coach, I guess.
Southwest from Jacksonville to Indy.
Straight flight, though. Probably no layover, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's how Mark Davis is going, probably. You guys are twins.
Yeah, that's right. He invited me to go as his body double. All right, coming up next, what will be your...
I'm going to St. Elmo's, Evans. I want you here in the lobby of the hotel.
What will be your lasting image from the USA-Canada game yesterday? Also, your chance, this is the final week to get signed up for our Superfan Send-Off presented by 303 Law 4040, heading off to the biggest pro wrestling event there is in the world in Vegas. Pair of 2-night tickets to the event, round-trip airfare for two from Denver to Vegas. 2 nights hotel stay, a $500 Visa gift card. To enter, as the clock is winding down, head to DenverSports.com/Superfan.
The champ! Are you ready? Do you consider yourself a super fan? Well, now's your chance to prove it. It's Denver Sports 1043 The Fan Super Fan Send-Off, presented by 303 Law 4040, sending you to Las Vegas for the biggest pro wrestling event in the world. A pair of 2-night event tickets, airfare, and hotel all included, plus a $500 Visa card. So get in the ring and enter now at DenverSports.com/Superfan. That's DenverSports.com/Superfan.
Hey, what's happening? Stokley from my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Fellas, low testosterone is a real issue for many men. It can lead to poor sleep, low energy, brain fog, reduced sex drive, and make it difficult to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body plays a major role in overall health and well-being, right? You want to feel good, you want to sleep good, and a lot of it's just about having your testosterone at the right levels. And my friends at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, Jeff and his team, they can get you taken care of. And get this, Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can also help you lose weight, support metabolism, improve gains in the gym, and more with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GA peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and so much more. Fellas, early to your mid-30s, you start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every year, and it happens gradually. And before you know it, you're not the same man you were in your 20s or 30s. But the good news is, fellas, it doesn't have to be that way. Most men wait a year or longer to get treated. Fellas, stop procrastinating. Get over to Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Call them up today. Get treated. Start feeling great again. 720-440-7900. They have 5 locations in Colorado to serve you. Fort Collins, North Denver, Central Denver, Castle Rock, and Colorado Springs. Call them 720-440-7900. Or you can find them online at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, 2-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer.
This February, save 25% off all primetime functional trainers, home gyms, and racks. Work out on your schedule on the equipment you choose from the safety and comfort of your own home. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit one of Fitness Gallery's 7 convenient locations from Colorado Springs to Fort Collins.
I'm Drew Carney, anchor with 9 News Mornings. I'm new to Colorado, but not new to the early wake-up call. I'm excited to share my 20-plus years of morning news experience with this community, giving you the info you need to tackle the day and start it with a smile. Across the Denver Metro, we've got you covered, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to Colorado's #1 streaming newscast. Make the move to 9 News Mornings, live, starting at 4:30, anywhere you watch.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Cutarelli Vision. Here's my story. I wore glasses growing up for a long time, and then when I hit my 30s playing for the Broncos, I ended up having LASIK surgery, but when I hit my mid-50s, I needed those readers for everything I did, whether it was going to restaurants trying to read menus, whether it was reading statistics, studying film, I needed those reading glasses. Well, I decided to go see Dr. Cutarelli at Cutarelli Vision for refractive lens exchange, and I can tell you firsthand, total game changer. And you can join Dr. Cutarelli for his live webinar this Wednesday at noon. Learn more about refractive lens exchange from Cudarelli Vision. This free webinar is the perfect opportunity to meet Dr. Cudarelli and have him answer all your questions like, is RLE for me? Am I a good candidate? What's the recovery time? What's the cost? Is there financing? Cudarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures, and he can tell you when it's time for you. Make sure you join that live webinar this Wednesday at noon. Register at ColoradoRLE.com. That's ColoradoRLE.com.
Plumline Services, serving Colorado since 1998 for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Service at home, servants at heart.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Job shaming.
You played in the NFL, but you were a wide receiver.
Embellishments.
I mean, sometimes I swear you're just making things up.
And amateur zoology.
I think polar bears are bigger than grizzlies.
Of course they
So make them a polar bear.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
One more time, because it never gets old hearing this.
One's up behind the net, and it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes pokes it around McCarr. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
All right, guys, pick one. What will be your enduring image, your lasting image from either the game or the celebration after? What will be your enduring image of Team USA winning their first gold in 46 years?
Well, I think a little bit of both. I mean, it was cool watching them celebrate after, taking the pictures with Gaudreau's.
Johnny Gaudreau's jersey.
Kids.
He is the former NHL player. He and his brother were killed tragically on bicycle accidents while attending their sister's wedding. Johnny Gaudreau, a big part of Team USA hockey over the years, and so really starting with the Four Nations face-off, they've had his jersey in the locker room with them for the Four Nations face-off, the tournament, and also this one. And so when they won the gold medal, the jersey was out there, and his kids were out there.
Yeah,
one of the kids had a birthday yesterday as
wow.
well.
I mean, how cool was that? That was awesome. Seeing them in the locker room celebrating, singing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got all the great music being played, but then you're going to remember the save on Taves. That save was just one of the best saves you'll ever see in your life. And then the great play by Werenski there to just scrap and claw and keep that puck alive and then find Hughes for the game winner. I mean, that's what's going to stand out to me.
For me, it's that picture of Hughes toothless with the American flag wrapped around his shoulders.
Good one.
Like, That is the lasting image of. I mean, there's so many great moments. Don't get me wrong, but that image is just awesome. It's just awesome.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great, and I just love the idea that it inspired people. I went outside yesterday. Of course, this being springtime in Colorado, you can do all these things. But there were kids playing street hockey out there yesterday. One of the kids you could tell he got a USA jersey in the last couple of days. He was rocking that. So there's a bunch of 7 and 8-year-old kids out there playing street hockey. I thought that was great, and that's the kind of stuff you hope come out of great moments like this, is that not only the pride of watching our team go out there and win like that, but does it give a boost to hockey? Does it give a boost to some of these players? Does it increase interest in hockey? I mean, these are all some of the positives that come.
It can't hurt,
out of
right?
something like this. Of course not.
Mark, did you hear Evans with the kids, the neighborhood kids?
Yeah, the neighborhood kids.
He said, let's go to the pond.
Go to
I
the
know
pond.
they still have a frozen pond right around the corner here. Let me
They
show
always-
you how we used to do it back in New Hampshire on the frozen ponds. What was that pond called?
Sawyer
Pond.
Sawyer Pond.
Right, where you fell through and walked home.
You notice how they camp
5
out in
miles.
front of Mike's house, right? Because he's the Peyton Manning of the neighborhood,
I am.
and they want to get They want
maybe a glimpse of him,
right?
Walking around, just doing
if we're
something.
Out here long enough, maybe he'll come down.
Maybe he'll come down and
teach us a few things.
Maybe tell us how to hit a slap shot or a one-timer.
How to curve the blade on your stick, so you can get a little bit more, torque on
you
it.
tape
a little
it
bit more
up.
whip.
I wonder how he tapes up his.
Here comes
stick.
Coach Evans. Coach Evans is coming down.
Listen, guys, first of all, here's the mistake you're making, okay? You don't play with a tennis ball, okay? You got to get one of those round orange balls that don't bounce, and you can't really use them for any other sport but street hockey. Once those things, and it's cold, put them in your freezer, and they get really rock hard, and then you take one in the side of the thigh, and you get a good Charlie horse. That's when you know you're playing street hockey. Not with these tennis balls. You need one of those orange balls.
Yeah, the benefits of having Mike Evans as the leader of your neighborhood.
I probably should buy a bunch of these now. Now that if street hockey's going to take off now.
And just sign them. I'd say sign them, and just when you're going by, here you go, kids.
Yep.
Here you go, kids.
Sign them.
Or maybe you
go USA.
Hey, maybe you buy them and then you sell them to the kids for twice the price.
Hustling the kids.
Right, hustling kids.
There you go. That would be good.
Hey,
Mike.
kind of like you hustled Stokley's
Right, yes.
endorsements.
Stole my endorsement,
Yeah.
trying to steal yours somehow, some way,
Right.
and you know what? Is going to hustle the kids out of a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Got this
Welcome
one.
to being friends with Mike Evans, folks.
Maybe Mike Evans isn't that nice of a guy.
This one, my enduring image is unfortunately seeing Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar choke in an Olympic event just like they choke in Avalanche playoff series. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Easy.
Well, what do you
Easy.
say about that, Mike?
Well, Zach was right about this. Like, it's not like the Avalanche were some group of scrappy underdogs before the Olympics started. Now they come out of the Olympics as pressure to win the Stanley Cup. The pressure was always there. But I am fascinated to see how McKinnon and Makar especially come out and play here as they resume the offseason. Because I guarantee you, across Canada, they're getting ripped right now. Makar's getting ripped for some of his defensive plays and effort. McKinnon's getting ripped for missing the open net. So, trust me, they are catching a lot of flack from their countrymen. And I'll just be kind of curious to see how they channel that.
Yeah.
Fixing to find out.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. I think they have the right makeup, but, man, that's tough. Like, you think about, being the better team yesterday, having the opportunity that they had to win gold medal. Like, that's your one sport. You have nothing else in Canada but hockey. That's everyone in Canada is watching that game. And it's a game that you should have won. It's a game that you outplayed Americans, but you just didn't finish. And you didn't take advantage of your opportunities. And so, yeah, that's a tough deal, man. It is. So it will be interesting to see how they respond here coming back. When's the Avs' first game?
Wednesday. They play they play Utah in Utah. Then they're back on Thursday to play Minnesota. The guys that Nelson and the three Canadians won't play in that game Wednesday, but I would expect them to
Nelson will probably play. He's drinking whiskey right now.
That's
He'll
true.
Be fine.
Yeah.
By the way,
The guy is drunk.
Just the athlete's mentality. I can remember the 2 touchdowns I got called back for holding. I don't really remember any great blocks I threw on touchdown passes.
Oh, you had to remember like a TD, like a great one. I mean, how about when the TD ran one in or something, and you're like, I just mauled that guy.
Well, that happened all the time. I just distinctly remember the 2 plays that I got called back touchdowns for holding.
Only there was a highlight that was just centered around you.
Stokely, one of the 3 receivers in. There are 5
Mark,
defensive backs in for Tennessee.
I got
third
my
down,
John
Cutler. Good on third down.
You can have
Beautiful strike to Stokley, who's got a step and some speed, and Stokley scores. Touchdown.
Mike Tirico.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Olympics?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
That guy's everywhere. Well, great show, everybody. Great Monday. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for all your contributions. We will turn things over to Dover and Cecil coming your way next.
is Bo Nix, the most proven quarterback from his draft class.
So I got a guy in Bo Nix who's thrown the most touchdowns, who has got a low interception rate, who's got the lowest sack rate, and the most wins. And what do I value in football more than any other projection or forecast? Production. Am I concerned about the injury stuff? I am. But if we're re-ranking this class, I would take Bo Nix number 2.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. And I'm telling you what, guys, over 50 years serving Colorado with trust, craftsmanship. They do it right the first time, every time. And I'm telling you what, this month, 25% off Infinity Windows, 20% off of James Hardy Siding, 12 months, 0 interest financing. All you have to do is make the phone call for that free in-home visit, 303-794-0490. Hey, it's not only about curb appeal, it's about the investment in your home to make sure you're avoiding costly repairs, like those windows and how they react, not only in the summertime, keeping it cool in your house, but the wintertime, when the wind blows, keeping it nice and warm. Gravina's is the place to turn. They never subcontract out the work. They're with you every step of the way, making sure it's done right the first time, every time. And again, 25% off Infinity Windows, 20% off of James Hardy Siding, 12 months, 0 interest financing. 303-794-0490 or visit them online at windowsforyourhome.com.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay, plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Winter isn't over just yet. In Colorado, your furnace has one job: to keep you warm. If it's been a while since your last tune-up, you're rolling the dice. Stoke here. ROX Rocks Heating and Air is local and honest. Get your furnace tuned up before the cold settles back in for only $39. Call ROX Rocks Heating and Air today or schedule online. Keep your home warm, keep your family safe, but only with ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service.